It's time to look at the N64brew Gamejam 2025, despite being 2026, because the jam ended in 2026. This was their, greet video. This is the closest I can find to any, official documentation, because everything else is in their Discord, which is always fantastic. But anyway, they haven't finished judging yet, as of February 25th, I think it is. And the prize money was approximately, 130, 140-ish, or $1,400-ish dollars, and top 3 people are going to get some cool money. So we'll take a look and see who we think might actually win. Let's switch over to the N64 so that we can see this. And let's start at the top. Let's do AsteRisk, which I'm hoping is a version of Risk. All right, press Start, B to quit. Why is that an option? In retrospect, I shouldn't have done that. Why would you give me an option to quit? It's going to take a second to resync. But I just couldn't resist. Whenever I see that as an option on a title screen, I just have to go for it. All right, press start. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm gonna wish I had the readme. All right, I think I'm the ship. I have a purple thing. I'm getting hit with asteroids. I need repair. Well, yeah, okay. I can shift the world with Z, L, and R. I might be dead. Is there a different set of... Okay, that changes the view. I can change my direction. Are you okay? You were not very long. It's okay, get out there and try again. 2 lives remaining. Okay. I'm moving again, I think. I somehow found the fire button. Maybe I want the blue thing? I did not get the blue thing. Not sure the first-person view is what I want here. Did this? Okay. Alright, I've repaired, which means I have less fuel now. I think I have no fuel now. Is there a button that does something? Alright, I might need a readme for this. Yeah, quitting an N64 game, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Alright, so I move around with the joystick, that's normal. I think I'm in healing mode. I keep hoping to find a gun mode. Left, right, okay. Heal. I think I may need the readme. Z just rotates this way, which I would expect to be fire in a normal game. I like the, background. I like the halos. Those are cool. But other than that, I legitimately cannot figure out what's going on. I feel like I'm missing something critical here, because I basically just start and die. Maybe that's why there's a quit option, is so that you can just stop. Oh, hey, controls! Let's try looking at those. All right, A is deflect. So deflect is our main thing. Drone, heal, drone mine, drone return. So those are drone stuff. All right, starts pause. Tutorial. Let's go with the tutorial. Okay. Mine resources to earn credits, dodge and deflect asteroids, command your drone to earn credits, and repair your ship. If you run out of fuel or need critical repairs, you have 10 seconds before you lose a credit. Survive as long as you can, earning as much as you can. This is probably not my kind of game. Move the ship with the analog stick. Try to conserve fuel by sliding into areas using mirror momentum. Deflect asteroids with the A button. Be careful, it uses fuel. Change the camera with R or Z. Command the drone with the C buttons. C left sends it out a resource drone. Oh, mine. I thought it was mine as in damn the torpedoes full speed ahead. Mine, not this kind of mine. C up sends the drone to you for repair, but only if have selected resources. C down sends the drone to the loading area to drop off its haul and earn your credits. Mine blue resource asteroids. Okay, to earn credits, move your ship to a resource asteroid to initiate mining. Be mindful to dodge and deflect asteroids. Bring what you've gone to the loading area. So, okay, that was probably the more empty area that I got into. A full resource hall had modems. Oh, and tips. I definitely need tips. Conserve fuel by using momentum. Shocker. Watch the icons above your gauge for the drone status. Keep your drone mining. It can save you in a pinch. Look out for fuel resources or repair items floating around. Okay. Guess we can mess with some of these options. This looks fun. Alright, it's high res now. Hopefully that's different. Sent me a screenshot. Cool. FPS. Let's go. Sick uncapped. This is probably a bad idea, but we're going to do it anyway. Oh, yeah. I'm still dead. Alright. So blue. Is it mining? I'm dead now. Bring back the robot. I'm actually surprised. It was right for this, right? Oh, did they ship full? Maybe high res wasn't one of the smarter moves. I can't read that very well. Where is the dock? There's the dock. Let's go back to the dock and see if we can successfully execute one of these. Hooray, we did it. I have no fuel, though. But I think I successfully did something. I don't think I understand. What were those options? All right, let's not do this. I can't. The high res is probably actually it's fine. Let's do it. It's a game that's not made for the N64. Yeah, I made with the cropping problem worse. Yeah, honestly, everything is so far to the left. All right, we'll turn off the high res thing. Left is mine. Okay, we'll turn off high res because it's ridiculous and looks a bit ridiculous. We'll keep uncapped FPS though. Let's try at least a different music for the moment. Alright, now I'm floating adrift again. I'm still not sure I understand this game. Yeah, this was made with, like, libdragon, I think. I think that was one of the key parts of the game jam, was you were supposed to use this specific library for making N64 games. I still can't tell if I'm accomplishing anything when I send my drone out. Like, it's supposed to be mining these blue ones. Like, is it mining? That's turned into orange. Maybe that's a good sign. Okay, drone, return. Okay, so I feel like I'm playing, like, a strategy version of Asteroids. I think that's what this is supposed to feel like. Except the fuel constraint issue is really annoying. I still don't quite understand how to get fuel. This is an interesting game, but I don't think it's for me. It's homebrew. This doesn't surprise you for homebrew games? Yeah. This is some great music. The graphics are really cool. I just don't think this is the kind of game I personally enjoy. But give credit, like, there's a lot going on. But very simple. Kind of. Weirdly simple. Let's try something else. Alright, what else? What's the next one? Yeah, they put the source in the info. Can I read? No, do not try to load cheats. Info is probably useful for understanding what's going on. Also, everything has a bad CRC. I don't know. Everything I've tried so far, I don't think it's a problem. See, this is N64 Homebrew, which has a lovely logo. I really like the logo. And libdragon, as I mentioned. Looks cool, also looks confusing. Yes. Tiny 3D. I really want them to keep up with the Gexit gag. We'll go high res. Start from the beginning. Since I do have that, what is happening? This is so not what I was expecting. Some sort of goblin man with my egg, I guess? Is this like a adventure? Okay, I'm moving. I'm moving. We're using tank controls. Can I get my egg? Alright, press start. Alright, that didn't do what I expected. Wait, no, there's things. I can rotate my man, possibly? You can't just put left and right arrows and expect me to understand what I'm supposed to be doing here. There's like 5 different types of left and right arrows on the N64. Alright, well, guess we'll tank control out of the screen? I might need the readmes. Let's see. I didn't actually download. Okay, I can just kind of walk off here. I thought this was a cliff, but maybe it's not. Okay, we found a different path. Let's just go this way. This seems pleasant, minus the tank controls. I don't know why we're using tank controls when there's a thumbstick, but okay. Resident Evil killer? Absolutely. I am terrified of the toucan that's out there. Maybe there's a snake? Can I get the snake to kill me? Interact with dead tree. Ah, I don't know what to do, because I'm an adventure game protagonist. I guess I need an axe, or possibly a bunch of fireworks. Alright, I would say that if you're gonna do this kind of pre-rendered thing, you either It's always hard to know what your exits are, especially because like I feel like I can walk through most of the geometry. I am digging what I think are pre-rendered backgrounds. Like, they've kind of nailed that like 90s aesthetic, including the confusingness that is I don't know where I can go in this background. All right, well here's a thing. Oh wait, interact with tongue, toque. Toque? What? That was a toque. Okay, what? Alright, so maybe I can see my items now? I cannot see my items. I picked up an item. You know, I did a little bit of grave robbing. We do that here. Everyone loves a little bit of grave robbing. The thing is that when you're doing these like pre-rendered backgrounds, if you don't quite get your like transforms right, you look like you're just kind of sliding everywhere. Oh wait. All right, can I use a different object now? Nope, I'm still foolish and don't know what to do. So much for that. Rotate. Rotate better. I like how there's a line in the middle of my screen every time we load. It's such an odd place to put the loading indicator. Do we go this path? Is this a fork in the path? Yes. Am I stuck? I think I'm... can I get out of this? No, I need a shoe! Give me the shoe! Ah. I cannot see this alleged shoe. Toque is a woolen hat for your head. Commonplace in Canada. Probably less so where you are. I mean, yes, but that was like a grave. That's why I'm confused. Intentional... No. Oh, what's up, Simon? How you doing? Order with the motion not being calibrated for the leg movement of the animation, not the backgrounds. Okay, well, I've successfully gotten him off the screen I was just on. Can I get the flower? I want the flower. But I want to get the shoe. It said there was a shoe. Okay. No, there's a shoe around here. You're getting the shoe, boy. You're getting the shoe, kid. He needs a shoe. Like, it did say interact with shoe around here, didn't it? Okay, I want the sneaker. Oh, that's a shoe! I thought it was a flower. Okay, well, we can't interact with the shoe because we're an adventure game protagonist and can't do anything there. I like the ferns. The ferns are nice. Dig a good fern. Look at when it's in a gully, like a fern gully. Alright, so despite looking like a fork, this is not in fact a fork. Told someone on the SMW Central Discord about Fern Gully, and they're like, I didn't ask about any of that, but that's good to know. I think he was like talking about Awesome Possum kicks Dr. Machino's butt, and I'm like, no, that's just a symptom of the weirdness that was 90s environmentalism. 90s environmentalism was just weird. Why can't I pick up my egg or rock my best friend in the world, who I apparently sleep next to? Alright, there's only one exit here. So far I found 3 objects that are interactable. Can I... Oh, wait, I have a boxing glove. A for more options. Examine toque. Oh, so it was a hat. Combine toque and sharp rock. That doesn't work. Okay. Alright, cool. I have a sharp rock now. Maybe I can use the sharp rock that was... I have a hat in my hand! Well, you see, a hat in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. So yeah, here we go. We're actually making progress now. What's up, Noah? How goes? Alright, so now we can go to the dead tree and try to chop it down with our hat. Let's see if he does anything funnier with the hat. He's like, I don't know what a hat. Okay. Let's use sharp rock. Please, this has to be the right solution. What? You don't know what to do? It's a sharp rock! Cut down the dead tree! Apparently, the sharp rock was not the solution. A hat in the hand is worth 2 on the head? Oh, is that how that goes? But yes, that was the joke. I just could not see that as a toque. I was like, we should be interacting with the grave, not the hat. Maybe there's something else to steal. Why, like, we live in a tropical environment right here. Why are we burying people with, like, Canadian hats? Why am I walking over a grave? Is this an exit? Alright, so my notion of the area here is not great. I really thought that stone would get me across. Maybe I need the shoe? How easy would they be to cut down? Well, it's a dead tree! Like, I feel the rock would help compared to the hat. Look, there's limited surface area. You have to try everything. You never know with adventure games when something might just accidentally work. And, like, we only have, apparently, a very limited number of screens that have anything in them. We found a hat, and we found a sharp rock. We don't have to use everything on everything. Would that be true for all kinds of hats? Or would you be willing to try a different hat when chopping down a tree? Like, one of those conquistador hats would probably be pretty good at chopping down a tree relative to the sharp rock. How about this? Can we... Why can't you interact with the shoe? Interact with the shoe! Alright, like, can I not? Right, exit. Once I find... the shoe is right there! You fool! Interact! Okay, interact with the shoe. There we go. How about that Kung Lao? Yeah, Kung Lao's hat would be pretty good. Alright, let's try hat. Okay, hat did not help. I like how he looks at me with surprise when I try these things. Throw it at it! Okay, let's look at more options, maybe. A for more options. Oh, I can examine the rock. I can't examine the rock. Let me examine the hat. I guess examine only matters if there's an object inside of the object. I'm just a little bit confused. Oddjob's hat would be a good hat, it's true. Who could forget Oddjob Scout, one of Star's best videos? Alright, well, this scene... I feel like I've gone over every single scene and tried every exit, and I haven't found anything aside from, like, there's a way to interact with shoe from here, which is a bit weird since I can't see the shoe from here, so I wonder why they put an interaction box here. Let's make sure that this works. Random tasks shoe. Who throws a shoe? Honestly! Alright, I feel like in the interest of not having a terrible time at this, one, I want to look at Jamie's thing. Oh, it does look snazzy. And two, I want to have the readmes at hand. I downloaded this on another machine. So, I should grab the readmes so I can see what I'm doing. Or at least have them open somewhere. Just visit the site. Alright, so Biosphere 64, info.txt. It's for everyone having expansion pack, let's play it in high res. That's it. There is a skeleton, that's true. Okay. Does this tell me anything? We have a Git repo. It tells us how to build it. I don't know what to do at this point. So unless someone has a really good idea, we might just be passing. As much as I love a good adventure game, like, we got the rock, we can't get the shoe, and we can't go across the river. And I'm not sure there's any other, like, interaction points that I can find based upon the geometry that's presented. So we might just go on to the next one, because while this does seem kind of cool, tank controls. I have no idea why we're using tank controls on the N64. Like, that's just mind-boggling to me. Aside from, you know, I like this. I guess you can make an argument because of its pre-rendered nature, you need to use tank controls so you make sure you always go forward. But also, you could just, you know, freeze the controls or something for half a second before you finish. There's options. It's just a weird choice to me. But I love the aesthetics of this. Like, absolutely peak, like, 1990s adventure gameism. You found a video walkthrough? Oh, okay. Tank controls for Dexy reason? Yes, that's the reason. Alright, so what am I supposed to do now? What am I missing? If you found a video walkthrough, like, I'm happy to take a hint if you can give me a hint. Because I feel very silly right now, because all I found is the friggin' shoe, the rock, and the hat. And I've only found 2 things to interact with. Give me a sec. Alright. Time for a hand break. Not even a hand break, just a water break. Yeah. I got enough cleaning done that it's still not great. But, like, none of the rooms are intolerable to be in. I also moved all of my bottles of alcohol that were sitting in the guest room and the laundry room into the living room, and dang, do I have a lot of bottles of alcohol. I'm hoping I can go out to one of the local bars and get some boxes, like wine boxes or something, to put them in, and have an easier time putting them into the closet that I've cleared out. I also got a few boxes I could just straight up throw out, which is nice. Maybe I can ford the river? Can I hawk his wagon? Did I dab you. This is the route to the skeleton. It can't be that long of a game. Like, the goal is to get the shoe, clearly. Like, why did I only steal one of these? I feel like I could have stolen both hats. If I'm going to be a grave robber, I may as well go all the way. If I saved the cat... I haven't found the cat yet. Apparently that's like a Korean pickup line. You invite someone back to go see your cat. When they get there, they're like, where's the cat? And you go, meow. It's like a Korean thing. I think it's funny. I don't know how well it'd work, but it's funny. An item called handle? I have found no item called handle. No. I can see if I have a handle. No, I have the rock and the hat. Do I need a handle to activate the dead tree? I may have an easier time in low-res mode. A screen I could walk into that just has one. Okay. Well, let's try hugging some geometry then. Have 3 cats might work. Yeah. Set up Cloudflare stuff's working. Oh, nice. I played with Cloudflare once or twice. It's a fine product for what it is. Alright, I think in the interest of, like, there's like 20 of these, I think it might be time to give this one a pass if I just cannot find the screen I need to find. Free product. It is truly amazing, and it's truly awful that the internet demands that we have to have it in this day and age, usually. Though I've put up an awful lot of robots TXT stuff to prevent more crawling from unsavory bots these days. Alright, yeah, I think we'll try again later. Let's move on to the next one. We've already spent 30 minutes total on 2 games. I always do this when I'm doing survey things. I spend way too much time on the first couple things. We'll check out the BotBoy. This one has a bad CRC too. Yes, they all have bad CRCs. Simply how it's done. Psyops Studio. Polygon Studio. I love it when people make studios. StatycTyr. Libdragon and Tiny 3D. This is fantastic. Come on, keep going. One more. Press start. Welcome. Use the computer to change options. Use the joystick to play music. Use the door to start the game. Okay, let's see what our options are. These all look fine. I don't have any notion. Music seems cool. Let's do a new game. Slot 1. This is another adventure game? Welcome to BotBoy. Can I jump? Yes. I can also helicopter. I can find the helicopter button. Psyops Studios, once again, was involved in this. With Polygon Studios presents, as if I didn't just sit through the intro credits. BotBoy 64. Go to your domain, see all bots to be quotes. Oh, nice. What COC's even checking? Don't think those were on header file. Ever drive by be expecting internal header? Yeah, maybe. I don't know enough about N64 ROM formats to tell you. Might be time to upgrade firmware again. It's been like a few years. Torso controls. Hold A to charge jump. Release for a single, double, or triple jump shown by different arc colors. Press A for a quick hop. Oh, okay. We're doing this. This is not my least favorite control scheme of all time. Oh, I can just move. I assumed I had to hop. I wanted to hop better. Can I just hop up? I can hop out. Mistakes were made. One of your adoptees lives in Spain, and now you can think of the Cloudflare as how throttled it is. It's a soccer game. Yeah. Digging the drum and bass. Jump up. So, like, sometimes I feel like I get a better jump. Like, this seems like a way better jump than the one I got when I'm up here. Why is that the case? Then I get this crap jump again. Maybe is it how I hit the... do I get a... What? I assumed it was just how long I pressed it, not anything else. It's got a really cute nickname, Torso Boy, so what's he complaining? Oh, hey, there's a thing. I couldn't see him because of the cat. Yeah, no, I know he's eating me! At least I got screwed. That's also cut off on my screen before someone complains. These things are fast. Oh, it's a rat. This is working. Oh, I thought I could jump on the rat, and then I clipped through the floor. Double or triple jump. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping it might give me the tutorial screen again. Like, I assumed it had to do with how long you held it, but also double, triple. Okay, so basically the way it works is you have to like do Mario things, but in place to get your higher jumps. Which is a little weird, but okay, I get what it's doing. I think. And now we have to deal with the rat. I don't like the rat. The rat doesn't like me either. Should have kept holding. Okay, so the item I collected remains collected, and the rat remains distracted over there, so we'll just keep going, I guess. We'll ignore the rat for the time being. No! Okay. I totally meant to do that, clearly. Guess I'll get the screw. I don't think I understand this. I thought I wasn't going as far. I also don't know exactly what I hit. Apparently like super... Yeah, I hit a supercharge panel. That's why that went super high as opposed to normal jump. Okay, at least I'm starting to get this, I think. So let's come over here where the rat isn't. And then do a hop, another hop, then a big hop. And so now I can get to the red thing. I assume the red thing might be a checkpoint. Go in the mine. I'm digging the music. Can I look around? Are there camera controls? No. Okay, I can use this to get supercharged, which is probably going to get me killed again. If I'm supercharged, can I kill the rat just by existing? I feel like I'm, like, really close. Okay, so I do have a camera control. I can zoom in or out. That's my one camera control. Ooh, moving platforms. I think the medium jump will suffice here. Now I'm in the blue thing. I want to go back to the blue room. That was too much jump. And simultaneously not enough jump. This is cute. What is any lore that I'm missing or anything? Quite literally, I feel like this is like, what if we made Mario 64 but oddly discrete? Like, turn-based Mario 64. Okay. Didn't do the wrong thing. Okay. And I still have good air control. That's like the key to this that I've been missing. Just a little bit, though. Okay, cool. We made it past that. Is there anything over here? There's a nicer screw. Okay. Oh, okay. So these do have options. Getting ahead. Oh my. I mean, I guess... Did I beat the level? I beat the level! I got 2 out of 3 bolts, and I took 3 deaths and got a C. I'm fine with that. Learning to crawl. Absolute banger, this. Three of 37. Yeah, they went hard on the music. This is a 90s soundtrack. I'm about to get gear ratioed. Yep. Oh, come on, come on. No. And there's a thing that wants to eat me. Hop in the environment. It's outside the environment. Yeah, it did start with the helicoptering thing, and then when I got to this, it was like, here are your torso controls. So presumably when we fell down, we lost part of ourselves, and now we're Torso Boy. Okay. Oh, whoops. Do I understand this not well enough? Okay. So I want to get to the conveyor belt. That's correct, directly into the camera. Woo! Of course I missed. I couldn't see. It was directly into the camera. I didn't really check out the left side of things. I would love it if I could see better. This game, I feel, is like really, really tight in at times when I need to see things. But like, I kind of like what I'm doing. I do miss the propeller aspect, but like, I think it's kind of cute doing the torso moves. Oh yeah, I can just walk on this. Until I can't. Oh, goodness. Across! Oh no, there's a big blob monster that I didn't really get to see first. I'm trying to go this way. I think I defeated the blob monster on accident. And I may or may not fall in the drink. I got the red thing. I don't know what the red thing does. Like, do I want the red thing? Well, I didn't want that. But yeah, considering that this was a game jam that was over the course of, like, what, it started in October, November, and just ended at the beginning of the month, that month being February, you can expect a little bit higher ambitions than I've seen in a few of these game jams. Not to mention, you know, starting with a good library that does a lot of work for you. And I mean that in a good way, right? Like, if you want to make a game, use a game engine. If you want to make a game engine, program a game engine. There are some exceptions to this, but for the most part, like, just trust it. Do that instead. Okay, I think it's a case where I just can't see where I think I'm supposed to go. Can I just go down? Okay, maybe I don't want to get on those conveyor belts. I have no idea what's on those conveyor belts. We're just gonna go around it. Okay, there's a spinny dude. There's a wall. Just ignore the spinny dude. Alright, well there's the screw. Could barely make that with the power. I probably could have more than barely made that. I like the goo being like a static texture. There's something charming about that to me. Generally, like lighter game engines, it's fair. It's fair. Like, you're not always going to find the perfect game engine for the game you want to make, necessarily. But, like, if you spend a lot of time building the engine, you're not spending your time building the game, is what I'm saying. But there are, of course, exceptions. Some people are like, I need to build a game engine. Well, first off, I'm going to make myself a new programming language. But you're not that person, probably. Most people aren't, at least. No, don't stop and celebrate. There's a rat chasing us. Why do these rat critters hate, like, little torso robots? What? How was I supposed... Wall jumps! Wall jumps! Wall kicks did work. Holy cow. Alright. Hey, I got a B. Or possibly a heart. Alright. Let's see if the next stage changes things up or gives us some sort of plot. Hey, look! We have arms now. Alright, changed it up. We have arms now. Okay, now I can attack. Spin in the air to hover short distances with B to spin attack. Wall jump. Hey, look, I learned that, which was not part of arms. Jump into the wall, then press A to bounce off. Whee! Wait. Oh, I don't have access to my weird jumps anymore. Okay, that's curious. But I can blender rats, so I guess that solves that problem. What am I looking at? Oh, God. Little sniper. Alright, so the game has changed entirely now. We're no longer able to do our, like, charge jumps. Okay, I need to start further in because of the angles involved. Oh, right, I can hover. Right, can I wall jump, hover... Okay, once I hover, I'm done. I can't do better than that. So what I always hated about Mario 64 wall jumps is, like, you need to be against the normal, and, like, it's never feels right because of the directionality involved. Well, we'll get that call that a success. Okay, a big spiky thing. Why don't we just go around that? There's a draft. Oh my! That's not what I was expecting that thing to do. If they hadn't changed the controls, I probably would have just bailed at this point. But I think after this level, we'll call this one good. There's only so much time, and this is only the third one. 3D platforming. Where am I? Yeah, let me fall out of the world, please. I couldn't tell where I was. And I still don't know if the red thing is a save point. I suspect it is. It's not. Okay. I don't understand why you would... I don't know what the red things do. Also, that is a painful sound. Oh. Is there space over here? It's getting warbly. Yeah, something going wrong with the sound. This might be where we leave off because the sound is getting funky, but not funky fresh. I can't tell what I'm supposed to do here. Alright, I think that's enough of that. This is a cool game. I could definitely see coming back to it and going for full collection. The camera controls are a little bit irritating because I'd like to do more than just be able to zoom in, zoom out. I would like to be able to, like, look around. But, you know, it's a thing that happens. Aesthetically, it's really pleasing, and I love the drum and bass. But yeah, let's move along. There's too many games to check out to get too fixated, as I'm often want to do. Alright, what do we got next? Box, fix, box with box. We're going boxing. Okay, this is more like what I expect. Game menu, start game. Okay, start game. What? Use D-pad. I can't read. Okay, I'm resetting this. I'm assuming I did something wrong because I can't read it. The text that's overlaid on the text. Okay, not touching anything. Game menu, start game. Okay. Alright. So A does that. Maybe that's the thing. Z to select. Oh, I probably should read what I'm doing. L to return. Okay. Use D-pad to move. I'm a bot. Oh, don't press that. Press L to jump. Okay. Oh, D-pad to move. L to jump. Hold Z to aim. While aiming, press L to fire. Okay, when I'm aiming, do I use... Okay, oh goodness. And we've managed to do something that's created a world of boxes. Fire? Use L to jump. Use Z to aim. While aiming, use L to fire. Okay, so my goal is, like, box everything in. Okay. This is one of the least intuitive, like, moving option I've ever experienced in a N64 game. Because, like, I'm using two hands, but I'm moving my two hands between the two sides of the controller. Like, I'm using my right hand to hit L, because I'm using the left one for this. And then after this, I need to go back to the D-pad, because we're using controlling the camera purely with the stick. Okay, I guess I get it. Yeah, well. Okay, so now I need a few more of these, but they respawn, so who cares? Alright, we're still on purple, so now we use this to aim. And then, why not R to fire? Why L? Like, I have to hold Z, so one of my hands has to be doing this, and the other one presses L. Alright, we did it. Oh, okay. Cool. Right. Switch grips again. And then launch up in the air. This is what we're doing? Okay, I think. Get some ammo. Okay, can I land exactly where I was? Boing. This is entertaining in a way. It's a fascinating variant on a type of puzzle game. Every time I land, I get more ammo. I don't know if I want this ammo, though. Oop. Sounds like it wasn't designed for actual N64 controllers. Yeah, I'd say that. How you doing, Kappa? But, like, yeah, the way I'm playing this is, like, incredibly awkward. I have to keep switching grips. Oh, I did actually hit that one. And... did I win? No, I'm missing a red box. I feel like I'm kind of playing a really weird version of Bust a Groove. That's what I feel like I'm playing. Alright, we'll do the Waluigi, just to see what happens. Alright, so now we have a slope. There's this, which... What the heck? Was that supposed to be like a... No. Why does A do debug mode? Like, isn't A basically the only button that usually does anything in these games? That's why the A button challenge. Bust a move, bust a groove. What's the game with the bubble monsters? Super Bubble Pop. I don't remember the name. Thought it was bust a move. Yeah, Puzzle Bobble. Thank you. That's precisely what I am talking about. Oh, you're capped at 8. Okay. Then we go over here, and hopefully 8 is enough. 8 is not enough. You need 9, which means I have to do this twice. Okay. But that's kind of what I feel like. I'm playing like a weird version of that. Like someone's like pirate version of it. I already have to go up one more time. There's no point in getting that box. Yeah, we'll play the Waluigi level, and then I think I'm done. I think I could like the concept more than the reality with this one. Control scheme sound like they wanted to play with your left hand. My hand isn't that big. I don't know. Like, in order to do this on a real N64 controller, like, I was never that good at using the original, like, Xbox controller. Maybe it was made for someone who... This scheme was made for someone like you liked the Duke. But, like, I physically cannot reach both the Z button and the stick and the L button with one hand. Like, maybe it's possible with a really weird grip, but it doesn't feel good in my hands. Like, let me try. So I'll need to do this. And then, okay, if I do... No, I can do this. It's physically painful. What is boost? I don't know. I mean, I have plenty of boost percent and hort speed and numboxes and FPS. I do not know. It may be a mystery to everyone. Why isn't it on R? Like, if it was on R, I would understand everything. But, like, R would be the natural place for this. Because, like, you can do both. You can do that with your right hand. L is just a terrible location if you're on an N64 controller. And then the Switch, this is just weird. I want to like this, but I don't think I do. Let's grab one more ammo. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, the theme is repair. Probably should have mentioned that earlier in the stream. Which explains why we're doing things like having the robot repair itself. Or repairing stuff for that. I like how it probably exploded, but I couldn't see it. Anyway, that was weird. I don't know about that one. Yeah, I should have mentioned that near the beginning. Bunbrush in Operation Friends? Bunbrush. I'm predicting furries. We'll see if I'm right. Wow. Okay. Oh, there's a reticule I can barely see. Okay, let's play. Which button is play? Okay, it's a point-and-adventure game. I know what to do here. I understand this. That's our backpack. Okay. Okay, we move. I understand what we're doing. What's in the door? Somebody broke off a key. Did I do that? All right, well, I guess we'll head out then. This feels very much like it was built on, like, ScumVM or something. Because I'm pretty sure there is a ScumVM port for the N64. I think their goal is to get back inside. Let's go down here to the crayon, obviously. No, this is our house. The old school, Mr. Turtle Shop. Let's go to Mr. Turtle Shop. Yeah, this feels very much like it belongs in, like, the DOS era. The spray works really nice. I believe this is Mr. Turtle. Hello, Bunbrush. Long time no see. That might be it. Maybe it's the font that's making me think ScumVM. How are you? Oh, God, I can't get into my home. The key is broke off. How's business? See ya. All right, let's try how's business. How's business? They totally sold out everything. Can't wait for the full version. Apparently, this guy doesn't have much of a much utility in this version. All right, let's ask him about the key. I can't get into my house. The key broke off. Oh no! Well, don't fret. Bring me a print of your key, and I'll fix this. A print? Okay. Well, that's our big quest so far. Let's leave Mr. Turtle. See ya! Bunbrush. You know, that's probably an indication. Here's one thing I will say I don't like so far, is that, like, there needs to be, like, a lighter drop shadow on the text, because it's kind of hard to read. And I'm not sure it's projector problems, or just in general, like, the font feels very MS-DOS-ish, and we're dealing with a slightly different environment. Alright, nothing here. Bunbrush Sandis. Bunbrush Walk Cycle. Oh, okay, so this is credits, I suppose. I guess this is what Sandish did. Oh, God. Sinet Indonishu. Shiba. Initial background design and general muse. Okay. Ooh. Screwdriver. Hey, let's get that. Oh, it scrolls. I don't know why I didn't expect that. There was also a bunch of text that I missed, but, you know, that happens. Bad contrast? Yes. Like, I would say they need, like, an actual, like, message box if you're going to have backgrounds that are this busy. Like, this is a really busy background, and, like, the dark purple on the background is the hell. We already know they can do different colors. Because we've seen it. Let's check out this. Felipe Jonaq, music composition. And Sloan 604, sprite animation. Well, I would say, so far, I've liked all of their works. Mark Happy-Ferret Baumeister, code and general design. Alright, anything else here? There's a clock. Can we look at the clock? Old school clock. It's still early. Good to know. Okay, so that's the extent we can walk. Can we go in here? No, my expectation is probably what I need to do now is just go use the screwdriver to get the key out of the keyhole. Admittedly, tweezers are a better use for that, because I've actually had this happen to me in real life, where I got a key stuck in a keyhole. It's definitely a pain in the butt to get out. Okay, so let's go to our inventory. Yes, screwdriver. I want to... Do I just use items automatically? Do I need... Okay, good. Door. Entrance. Can I do something here? Oh, I need to be in this context, maybe? Door. Let's plop the keyhole. That keyhole. Did we do it? Okay. Screwdriver. Maybe hold. I unclogged the keyhole. Okay. I think I successfully used the screwdriver. I unclogged the keyhole. Where's the key? I heard it, like, drop. Where's the key? Is it in my inventory and I just missed it? It got in there? No. Where's the key? That is you've done in some video thumbnails. Fair. That's like one of the few things I tend to get right in my thumbnailing is to at least make sure there's enough contrast, but most of that's because of good logos. I don't know where the friggin' keyhole, the key went. Like, I feel like I need the key. Maybe I don't need the key. I heard, like, it go ding. That sounded good. Okay, can anyone else, like, I'm gonna look at this on the through Twitch real quick, because sometimes that helps. But can anybody see the key on the ground? Or anywhere it might be? Because I do not see it. Gonna just give that a second. I don't see any key? Alright. I also feel like I'm, like, doing a Dora the Explorer thing. Can you find the key? Good job! Which is apropos given the crayon, I suppose. Alright, let's see, can Mr. Turtle solve our problem now? The what? The what? The full version of this game was finally released in the Skunk engine to the public. Can't wait for the Dream Disc version. Okay, so this probably is a ScumVM thing, given that. Alright. Well, guess we'll keep asking him questions. Dream Disc? Another one of these fancy retro consoles you kids are all using. They say it has 128 bits, whatever that means. Is it Dreamcast, maybe? People like to claim it had a 128 bits, but didn't really. And to be fair, the N64 really didn't have 64 bits, either. What's Skunk? It's inspired by those old-time gentlemen at some ancient film company, a game engine for those who can't let go of the past. Okay, so it's definitely ScumVM based upon these descriptions. Or at least a ScumVM compatible engine, I guess. Something of the like. That's all nuts. Yeah, it is. Nerds, am I right? Yes, nerds behind the screens as the bunny looks into my soul. Alright, well, let's see if maybe leaving helped. Because, like, I feel like he said he wanted an imprint of the key. I feel like bringing him the key would give us that ability, but I can't find the friggin' key. We'll try one more time. Alright, I'm just gonna assume that the key is gone forever. I'm gonna give that one more try, because maybe it messed up. And it didn't take long to get in. Ow. But I'm not really sure what to do here. Yeah, let's turn on the director's commentary. Oh, hello. It is ScumVM! Hey, I'm right! Haha! I didn't mean to do that. Options? We have options. Yes, both, please. Subtitle speed. Okay, these isn't helpful. Okay, director's commentary.
Hello and welcome to my little N64brew Gamejam entry. The following represents a small vertical slice of the oval cake I'd like to serve. Due to the extreme time constraints and some really personal issues, as well as my drive to deliver N64 ports of a few LucasArts Classic for my YouTube membership, I unfortunately wasn't able to really commit until the final 5 days of this jam. That being said, I'm partaking in another game jam after this, during which I intend to not only flesh out this game, but also introduce it to the Sega Dreamcast community. Of course, we have a lot more space on the Sega Dreamcast on a CD, so kind of hoping that I can really flesh this out. You will find that there's actually... I did create a bit of a filler there. There's about an hour-long bird sounds, just for the background title screen. So yeah, just something.
An hour?
Filler. So what is Bunbrush in Operation Friendship Repair? I would say the game represents my own personal effort to revive pretty much the rich point-and-click adventure heritage created by the likes of LucasArts, Sierra Online, and of course Humongous Entertainment. The game itself is written in what I'd call the Skunk engine. So for those asking what Skunk actually stands for, I wish I'd settled on a meaning for that particular acronym. I guess it may stand for Script Creation Utility for Nerdy Knights. The acronym is mainly a quirky nudge to LucasArts' Scum engine, of course, as well as to the fact that most of the work was done as part of a skunkwork project, and also my engine's mascot is a skunk. So Skunk is essentially a derivative of Scum version 6, with a bunch of additional opcodes that can handle things like CD audio, which is what you're currently listening to, albeit in a very compressed form, and also video playback, which I haven't added yet to any version outside the PC version of the engine, since I haven't really implemented a video player backend on N64 yet. I want to eventually port all of this to LibDragon And when that happens, a lot of things will be ironed out. Like I will use the
Surprised it wasn't already LibDragon.
H.264 decoder that is provided by LibDragon now. And I feel this would, the game will probably run a lot nicer, and also the audio quality might improve by a lot, actually. Right now we're doing a lot of software. We don't really use all of the potential of the N64. Ideally, I'd like to turn what you're seeing into a fully fledged edutainment release, including hand-drawn cartoon shorts. My late mom was really fond of adventure games as a learning tool. For most of her later years, she worked as a nanny and a primary school teacher. All of her kids during that time got introduced to the likes of Put Put, Freddy Fish, Pajama Sam, Spy Fox, and of course Fatty Bear. One game that really fascinated Mom in particular was a game by Psyops Software, a small UK studio. The game's title was Strawberry Magic. It was possibly my first introduction to the world of adventure games. And Mom always thought there should have been another game.
I was not expecting this.
Unbeknownst to the both of us, there actually was a sequel, albeit localized entirely to the Hebrew market.
What?
Personally, I still find that game fascinating because it's essentially a bit like a Myst game for children. So it's really interesting as a game. You could check it out. There's like a very popular streamer who streamed it like 2 years ago.
I wonder what it was. I completely didn't hear it.
My hope and dream is that one day I may create the kind of company that will mint adventure games for all ages, while also being the place people will want to work at. If you've watched my YouTube videos, you'll know I'm rather frustrated by the working conditions in the industry, and I've recently lost my job to an overzealous senior architect and what I would describe as just outright toxic work environment. I really enjoyed working there with most of the people there, but my work in the end didn't really feel valued, given my employer had zero loyalty and could lay me off at a whim.
Yeah, it's a mood.
Despite
this
knowing
is not
that
what I was expecting with a director commentary.
Was in a critical situation.
This
and
is
also,
really
to
a
be
long
honest,
rant.
It was kind of a bad business decision by that company as well.
Right. If this doesn't wrap up quick,
they
I'm
had
canceling this and trying again.
2 other developers. So nobody is really on that project
I think
anymore.
the developer commentary might be longer than the game.
And that person probably won't last long either. It's not a project for one person. And that person can just not be sick ever. That's not a good working condition. That's not
this is
how
not
you keep
talking
people
about
happy.
the game, bro.
What the industry at large really
All right.
needs is an emphasis on
Let's see what happens. There we go. All right. So I did read the README while that was happening, because that was a lot of stuff happening. I wonder what the game he was talking about was that his mom liked. That sounded interesting, but I don't know what it is, and I'm not going back and finding it now. One important thing I did discover was this is the kind of game where you don't need to manage the inventory. Like, you just, when you get the item, the game remembers. It's a screwdriver. There we go. The game remembers that you have it, and then you can just use it. It's one of those types. So, hopefully that helps, and maybe when we try going and doing this again, it will work properly. And I can acquire the key, maybe, because I won't be in, like, the inventory screen when it happens. Plop that keyhole. That doesn't seem like the right verb. Alright. Okay, now I can't do anything. Something just... Okay. You unclogged it, that's good. I still don't have the freaking key. Like, if you have the key broken off, I should be able to get the key. Alright, well, apparently I'm too silly to do this. Got 2-layered pizza. Oh, putt. Huh. I mean, putt has a lot of series. Pizza laid on top of pizza? Yeah, it does sound good to me. Alright, we tried our due diligence with that one. I don't know how to get the imprint I'd need for the key there, unfortunately. Let's try out the cathode quest, as opposed to the anode quest. But I'm hoping it has a cat in it, because I like cats. LibDragon presents. Alright. Cathode quest. This has promise. We're in space. Hey, you! Now wait a minute. You must be the worker I acquired. Just lazily floating around, huh? My kingdom's in shambles and you do nothing. So let's get going if you don't mind. No! You think you have a choice? No! Place the sensible answer. Let me ask you again. No! Yeah! Well, think again. Let me ask you once more. I love a good communist choice. Who doesn't love a good communist choice? Splendid. Follow me. I feel very like Katamari right now. Here we are. Look how empty everything is. See those black orbs over there? One day they just appeared, swallowing everything in their path. And all they left were these fragments. Collect enough of them, maybe we can fix this mess. Enough talk. Have at you! So I'm a television screen, and I need to collect all of the coins. Alright, like, this is some vaporwave oh, that's not the floor. It's like some vaporwave nonsense. I need 8. 6 for that. Guess we'll go do this. Hey, look, it's an Amiga cube. Yeah, it's running nice. That's it? There we go, that's it. 25, that's too many. We'll try with the 8 one instead. Maybe that was Play-Doh, that's why we're jumping on... Hey, wait a second! I was standing on that! Platonic solids. Well, that was going to be the joke, but I guess that didn't end up working out. C'est la vie. Okay, that was me. There, I messed up there. I may as well spawn in... Oh, I only have 9. Okay, for some reason I thought it was cumulative. I didn't realize there was one behind me. Oh god, alright. Well, I still want to finish this part. Can I zoom out? No, that just goes up. Oh, no, that's worse. Let's not do that. Up. I don't know why I expected that to work. There wasn't anything on the blue one, was there? There's something on the blue one. Can I get to the blue one from here? Why am I here? What happened? I jumped on the blue one. I can't determine if the game is weirdly glitchy or just like... I'm missing something. No. Splitterhedrons? Sure. That's what I mean. Exactly. Okay, this game has some collision issues, is what I'm discovering. Thankfully, falling out of the world only sometimes hurts you. What is gravity? Like, this is like Mario Galaxy 64 kind of nonsense. Okay. Complete with the jank that entails. Okay, I'm on top of the world, looking down on creation. And now I'm not. Okay, I think I've successfully acquired all of the coinage on that rotation, on that axis. Is this symmetric? Okay, we made it to the green shape. There's nothing over there. Try and make it back. Alright, cool. That was a success of a kind. Okay, this just simply goes up and down, though. That's not nearly as crazy. I get what I need to do here. I need to jump on these things. Yeah, outside of occasionally just dropping out of the world, I'm enjoying this one. And I'm glad the game isn't holding it against me as much as I thought it would. Again, at least it's not holding it against me. Alright, cool. This is a confusing place. This is a confusing place. Get downwarped? Yeah. Yeah, like, what I'm seeing so far, minus the weird, like, I'm just gonna warp you to the middle of nowhere-ness, is cool. The problem is I keep getting warped to the middle of nowhere. Like I've said, I'm happy it's not holding it against me. But it is getting my... No, I teleported that time. What is this nonsense? Maybe it's part of the plot. Maybe the head would explain what's going on. Like, I want to treat this at face value. Alright, I've collected all of the things. I have 26 of them. Which means we can go past the Amiga Cube, I'm pretty sure. Get this one, and... fall out of the game. Not bad, I say. We have more work to do. Cardboard course. Okay, we're getting less abstract over... less abstract over time. Again, I'm glad it doesn't hold it against me. I like the world building, like we are repairing... I like the world building, like we are repairing things. I like the world building, but we are repairing things. But the constant, the world drops out from under me is getting really old or really fast. Not to mention, I'm gonna end up having to, like, restart the whole section over again. That didn't even... where was I even there? Like, I'm not even pressing or holding any buttons. It just, like, sends me sideways a percentage of the course sometimes. Like that. Like, maybe... wait, that thing was supposed to be spinning? Oh, I couldn't even tell. My frame of reference was crap. You know what? I'll accept dying there. I didn't realize that was rotating. But why? Okay, that one wasn't my fault. Alternative float interpretation. Let's see. See if there's any instructions here in Cathode Quest that would make it relevant here. Can flicker on the title screen, known problem for some users. Requires expansion pack, which you do have. Does contain the engine and an editor running on the PC side. The build process currently works on my machine. Any issues with that will be fixed soon. I think maybe the world isn't updating right. Like, this is not playable. Like, I want to play this and enjoy it, but, like, the constant, just down warping is... okay, that one's my fault. But the constant, like, warping makes this kind of unpleasant. Like, I'm not having as much fun as I was at the beginning. Especially because, like, if you want to do complicated levels, you can't just constantly have people... you can't just warp people to the wrong place. Right? Like, the more complicated the level gets, the longer it gets, the worse this kind of thing is. Especially when it happens twice in a row. It's a game jam game, so, like, yeah, at the end of the day, like, I get it. You have the time you have. But this is such a weird glitch for a platformer. It almost makes me wonder if this wasn't tested on 64, but then it mentions that it has the builder on the PC side, which is weird. So... or the level design on the 3D side, so I don't know. PC, I just don't know. Like, I was kind of hoping to do the second stage, but again, if it's gonna do this every few seconds, I don't really feel that I want to. Like, it's no fun trying to make progress in a game when you suddenly and inexplicably end up in the drink. Half the time I do anything. Well, let's at least look around, I guess. Yeah, it's some cool stuff over there. Cool stuff up there. Maybe there's something cool over there. Hey, look, I fell off again. Yeah, my position is corrupting. Like, I agree with that. Like, I'm being warped to random locations. Like, there's some sort of, like, bad right that's happening. Well, you know, maybe that explains a thing or two. That probably answers a question. I like the stack trace. That's a really nice stack trace. Should run RAM tests? That might be a good idea. They did mention this is using the expansion thing. That is not a bad idea, because I did buy that as a used RAM pack, and I have never tested it, so maybe I'll do that after the stream. And then I can check that out. I guess we try it now. Like, wait, do you know where to get the RAM tests? It might be a good idea just to stop and try that if we're having problems. But this is a floating point issue, isn't it? Oh, that's trunky. Huh. That's weird. Like, I'm not in a bad spot. Lemmy 64 system test. It's possible that it's not, like, putting important stuff over there. Like, if it's just render targets that's being sent to the expansion pack, if that gets lightly corrupted, who cares, right? Like, if a pixel or two is corrupted, then I wouldn't notice. But if this is keeping a lot of code or actual, probably, like, actual, like, scene data over there, then that becomes a problem. How to build. I don't want to build it. I want to download it. No releases. Thanks. Yeah, if anyone knows where to get a good RAM test, I'll do that in the stream. We'll see if there's a problem. And come back to this later. And maybe buy a new RAM pack, if need be. But I don't know where to get one. My 3 seconds of Googling was not helpful. N64brew presents more LibDragon. Not uncommon. Console clash. Let's go. Your competitors are after you. Press and hold buttons to defend against attacks, but don't let them overheat your console. Which one's the blue one? Blue. Up. Blue. Blue. Green. Down. I don't know the N64 controller well enough. Alright, I understand what to do here. To defend multiple consoles, plug your controller into the corresponding slot. What? I'm not doing that. I am not Like, seriously? No. No, this is where this ends. That's hilarious, but I'm not doing that. Yeah, it won't. Yeah, the PlayStation one. I can beat the Saturn, though. I like the mechanic. I'm not doing that. It's just not happening. Mostly because it would end up with me hitting the mic a lot in order to make it work. And also I don't want to put wear and tear on the slots. Allowed to reset each console once to mitigate. Hitting the reset button will allow you to cool it if you're plugged in. Oh, that's cute. Trapping reset for gameplay purposes is one of those things that's funny. You know, I give credit. This is an amusing entry. Let's see. Let's tap reset. Yeah, I don't think that works with the flash card. I think it's trapping reset. Well, I think we saw more or less everything we needed to see there. That looked interesting, but I was not set up to play it properly. I guess I could go get the other controller. It would take all of a minute. That probably would work. Yeah, give me a sec. I'll go get the other controller and we'll try this out better. No, not the zip file. Okay. Too many power cycles, only one. It actually came back to it. Interesting. Alright. Yeah, let me go grab the other controller and we'll see if I can make this work. Here's what you think is an official N64 test card. Okay, so we're not allowed to cheat this way. Ah, darn it. Okay, well. Whoops. We did due diligence on that one. Seemed cool, not set up well for me. What the damn 64 is. Alright. N64 homebrew. Virgil 117 games. Damn 64. Press any button. Damn, the dam broke. It needs to be repaired before the city floods. Use the trucks to bring concrete from the factories to broken sections to fix them. Did I accidentally set it to 2-player by having 2 controllers plugged in? Also, there's stuff cut off on the top of the screen. I guess that just shows... Yeah, no, I think I do have 2 players. Yeah, I didn't want that. Oh gosh, why did I leave the second controller plugged in? Okay, let's unplug that. Reset and try again. Music? What about the music? I think it's fairly loud. It's the problem with survey streams. Like, the level of music varies massively. Yeah, we're not... Oh, there we go. Now I can switch between Z to play as one or the other. I did not want to have to play as 2 different things. I get what they're going for. That seems kind of cool. But, like, I don't have a second player. There we go. Now I need to switch to yellow to go grab the other one. This reminds me of just a little bit of Blast Core, but not completely. But yeah, this could be fun with 2 players. Just, I'm only 1 player, so I can't really do that. And like, I definitely do not have the time economy if I can't just like have I can't put on cruise control for my my cars. I was gonna say also, there's some oddness about like the speeds involved. Like I suddenly am way faster. Not sure why. And then here I'm really slow. Like if you're scrolling in a certain direction, you seem to be moving a lot quicker. Or maybe if your truck is burdened, maybe that's the deal. Yeah, if your truck is burdened. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I see what this is. This is... Whoops. It's interesting, but I think you really do need the 2 players. And I don't have 2 players. So, oh well. Fallout Vault 64. This seems ambitious. Tutorial. The vault is overrun, or mission briefing, Vault 64. The vault is overrun, needs repair. Clear the infestation. Collect the parts, repair the computer. A, repair computer. B, attack, joystick move. Okay? Press start. B. Okay, I've attacked it. I didn't get a computer part. I have 4 health. My time is measured in floats. Missing 2 computer parts. Yeah, this is what playing Fallout's like, if I recall correctly. I have 2 computer parts. And there's another critter. Let's kill the other critter. Because I think you kill critters and get parts. That seems to be the thing. So now that I've got 2, I can just walk over here. Also, my FPS has increased greatly since I killed everything. Alright, start. I think that might be the entirety of it. I only needed 2 computer parts, right? Let's see if that fixes it. Missing 1 computer part. Or I need 1 more. Mail shelter place. Yeah. Well, who decorates their Fallout shelter anyway? Alright. That's what that was. That was fun for what it was. So the music reminds me of Cruella de Vil, the song. Which is at least kind of funny. Alright. Alright, we'll read that in a minute. Ice fishing. Why did I use the word fishing? 16 megabytes. Nintendo 64. Something. Okay, we got like a leopard kid, I guess. I'm not sure what I was expecting here. Okay, we can move. I think he's lost. Is that what's going on here? We move the camera. Yes. Because I'm also lost. I'm hoping the draw distances is keeping us lost. Because I can't... I see like walls in the distance, maybe? Maybe it's a hill? I fell. That's a good sign. So we'll put him in this hole. He's hole bound. I expected more hole. Okay, so we're here. Alright, maybe, can I die if I just get in the hole? Nope, it's not really an ice thing. Alright, I'll grab that test ROM in a minute. We'll do it between these between the games, because I'd like to know if my expansion RAM is busted. Because if my expansion RAM is busted, then that's a problem. If my N64 is busted, that's also a problem. Well, I guess the base N64 is probably fine, and then if there's anything wrong, it's probably the expansion port, or expansion RAM. An official one? I'll look at that too. The one I found with 3 seconds of Googling didn't have a build that was in I didn't have a built ROM. It was like, here's the instructions for building this, and I'm like, I don't want that. We'll put them both on and see what happens. Doubtful the RAM's bad? It's not, it's unlikely, but it's better to know. Is he getting slower? It is getting darker. Maybe he'll die. Is the purpose of the game to kill the cat? Boy. I mean, that was the purpose of Furry Punching Nitro. That was the goal of that game. It's very atmospheric. Hey, I found a thing! Let's go to the door. That seems like a place to go. Maybe a different... It's not a door, that's just a wall. That's a door! Huzzah! We crashed it. See, I feel like there must be something going wrong. RAM prices are not good recently. No, they're not. But yeah, we've had 2 games crash. That's not a good sign. Because last time I did this, I don't think I had a single crash, and that's disconcerting. Alright, let's go do our RAM test then. Yoink. In a bad place if people are harvesting this for AI. It's true. Morning, Fries. How you doing? Let me pop that in. Let's have an intermission, some intermission music or something. Because this is going to take me a minute. Why am I not playing Goemon? Because we're playing the other N64 stuff. And I'm in a position to do this. So let's watch the intro. That's something. This was the like, what do you call this? Like Hackto demo. Invite thing. That's the word I'm looking for. It's been a while. Is there even something in here? The pot got a lot bigger. I guess I'll download the 7-zip, but it looks like they're having problems. Load an SNES emulator to do that. Yeah, that would work. I can't even begin to argue with that. Okay, so there's 2 of them. There's Reflash and Runtime. Canyon.mid. I can't hear this. Alright, cool. We're ready to go test out some stuff. Let's go back to the other interface. Eject the card and try some RAM tests. It's one of those things that I probably would have done at some point if I had a proper hard drive in the Windows 98 machine. Is like do a literal do defrag day. All right, so in jam, in test, let's try out the weird homebrew one first. Well, I think green is a good sign. Does it say what it should be? The PNG. Yeah, no, that looks like it succeeded. So that's a good sign. The other one has a more complicated thing you have to read. Okay, so this one, we have the runtime and the reflash. I guess we'll try... Huh? It's supposed to display garbage for 16 seconds and then different colored garbage before ultimately loading the interface. So we wait for a little bit. Okay, yeah, that was garbage. Auto test? We just run the tests. Why not? I feel like RDP is the thing that renders it, right? Like, that's the rendering display processor or something? Like, I feel I should see something in these tests.
This is your left channel. This is your right channel.
Yeah, it was working. That was cute. That was cute at a different kilohertz. Hey, we passed. Alright, well, my guess is based upon this, it's probably fine. We tried the other one. There were two in there. We'll try the other one. I don't know. There's two here. I don't know which is legit, or if they both do the same thing. Reprogram test cartridge. This probably isn't what I need. Alright, well, we tried. Let me switch inputs so I can see shit again. But it looks like there's just some bugs. And as much as I'd prefer to blame my console or the compiler, we can't today. Alright, well, let's move on then. We just did ice fishing. We'll try ice fishing one more time. To see if it crashes the same way when we walk in, just for the hell of it. And this time we'll walk in the right direction, maybe? I like the low-res crow. It looks like an NES or Game Boy crow. I'm going to push all the buttons. The intro, I think, is probably the best part. Yeah, so, like, I want to go to the ice fishing house. Okay, we have things we can do here. We have stats, rods, bait. We can't actually... Oh, we are L&R for that. I don't have anything, and I'm a newbie. Is there a go fish button? Well, of course no go fish button. I don't have anything. I don't have a rod, bait, or items. So clearly I can't do any ice fishing. We just have to find the ice house again, which was a challenge last time. How about here? Can we just leave? There's a pit. No, that's a wall. Never mind. Yeah, I wonder what they're gonna announce, because Pokemon's supposed to have like a big direct tomorrow-ish. Or is it today? I think I may have walked out of bounds. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know why. Yeah, I've walked out of bounds. Alright, let's not walk out of bounds. Got any fives? No. But, let's just get back in bounds. Uses L or R, shouldn't use Z and R for games use joystick. Uses L and R for the menu. It uses the C buttons for camera control, which I think is pretty normal for N64 games, but I'm not an N64 expert. Not like Thab or something. I've played some N64 games, not all of them. In fact, I'm not even most of them. Shouldn't we say this game is more about catfishing? Oh wait, that's the building, right, because there was something that looked in the distance a bit funky, and that was the one that did. Well, that's the building, and because of the weird snow skybox texture, we just couldn't see it. Alright, let's walk. This is a different building? Maybe that was the problem. Maybe I found a different building to walk into, and it crashed. Alright, different building? No, it still crashes. Alright, is that it? Let me look at the drive. Ice fishing info. Expires expansion pack. Technically not finished, so buggy. Unsure if saving works on hardware. It is a different crash. That's also true, but it's still a crash. I'm beginning to wonder. I am beginning to wonder if the RAM test was not testy enough. Because, like, it did look like it worked. It said, yay, hooray. RD RAM, right? This is the RAM that's on the expansion port, I think. Yeah, extended RAM, total RAM. This looks correct based upon the picture I looked at earlier. These all seem fine. But I don't know if it, like, did any, like, bacon tests or anything, so. But it is concerning that several of the ones that have been here have, like, that have said it requires the expansion pack are breaking. Let's try Junk Runner. Homebrew games on one that's not simulated well would not expect console. That's true. But I feel I had better luck last time I did this. I don't remember there being any crashes on the Spooky Jam. Maybe fewer people were trying to use weirder things. I can't let Samson die. What was the name of this? I already lost what the name was. It's all I have left. This has promise. All right, we're like a little cyberpunky person. Repair. What? You are missing some parts. I'm missing a lot of things. Read. Take. This motor I found should fix the hover cycle. The hover bike accelerates with A and slows down with B. You get off by pressing B while stopped. Press start to see your inventory in the world map. Cool. Read. Press start to see... Okay. I don't know why I expected each of these to have a different message. You have the C buttons to move the camera. All right. Can I repair this now? I have part. Pick up. Okay, well, that wasn't what you were supposed to do. I can rotate it. How do I... Aha! Okay, you just need to color match. Repair complete. Let's ride. Vroom. I like the skybox. It's a really nice skybox. Reminds me of, like, being in Utah or Arizona. Hey, look, it's a robot. Exit. Talk to robot. Hello, Jack. Hello, Jax. I have a task for you. Acquire clean water to tend to Samson's wounds. Are they doing the thing I really hate? Yeah, you can see it. They're not coding their text right, and that bugs me. However, the well was damaged in last night's raid and needs new parts. You can scavenge for parts near the river. Your bike is equipped with a scanner. When you are near the parts, it will beep to let you know. Here is a map you can follow to find the parts. Alright, cool. Save. View. Back. Okay, consult the map I already gave you. Alright. Or, I could just ignore that and fly into this thing. You've given me the option to ride around on a hover bike where there are boost pads, or actually do what the game wants. And what do you think I'm gonna do? Whee! Drift! Oh, fuck yeah. We drifted. It's Metroid Prime 4, but more interesting. It reminds me a bit of, like, was it Grandia or something in terms of character design? Alright, so where's the map? It doesn't tell me where I am. I'm on the river. I guess just go around the river till we find something. Gotta say, I like the dithering on that. Like, look at that. Interesting way to handle fade-in. I am definitely having fun. Oh man, I bet I could jump a shark with this. I get the feeling I'm supposed to go through these gates. Like, there's gates here that really do look like they're part of a racing minigame. Cathode Raid had too. I wonder if it's part of the graphics engine they're using. Huh. It's beeping at me. I got parts. I got more parts. Got even more parts. Alright, cool. What parts do I have? Mostly screws. And well parts. Oh, okay. Well, I got the well parts. Yeah, I would play this, I think. I mean, I am also playing this technically, but you know. I assume the well has to be close to the where the robot was, which means I'd have to figure out my way back. I shouldn't have tried to drift. I think the robot was roughly this way. It's a really big open world for an N64 game, it feels like. They probably have to do some tricks. There's a little bit of weird stair-stepping here. Not a huge fan of that. Do like the New Mexico, Arizona feel to this. Like, it's an underrated kind of aesthetic. You don't see it too often in video games. It used to be big in movies, but not so much. It was always funny when watching a movie with my dad, and he'd point to a specific, like, geological structure and be like, yes, I've been there. Because they don't do too much, like, they don't actually do too many different places when it comes to filming movies. Like, that abandoned gas station, that's like 3 miles outside of LA. Like, the one you've seen in every single commercial or whatever that needs a gas station in the middle of nowhere. It's not actually in the middle of nowhere. But the guy who owns it gets banked whenever people use it for movies. Pokemon Coliseum. Does Pokemon Coliseum use this aesthetic? I thought it used the Pokemon aesthetic. Coliseum aesthetic. Is this a big hole? Nope. I don't know where I am. Just gonna putter along. That's unpleasant. Why are you doing that? Game, could you stop doing that? I don't know where my home is. Oh wait, I have an actual map. I am completely going the wrong direction, I think. Oh wait, no, I'm going kind of the right direction. Yeah, okay. Does have good ambience. How you doing, Curtis? When it's not crackling in my ear, it's great. Big, clunky, and slow. Yeah, but I think that's kind of part of the point, right? Like, you're in this great big desert. I don't know. There's something to it. I think that it works. Except that. That's truly awful. Oh, Body Harvest? Oh, I thought you were talking about this particular game. You've mentioned that one a number of times. Alright, let's see if we can help Timmy who fell down a well or something. Here, is there... That looks like it could have been a well in a past life. That is not a well. Where is the well? Isn't this... Okay, hold up. Let me look at my map again. I'm definitely back somewhere. That's a water tank. Oh, is that the robot? There's the robot. Dismount. You have procured the parts. Now repair the well. This game and some others having trouble streaming audio. I think you're right. Okay. I've placed that part. Not quite... Oh, wait, hold up. There we go. Repair complete. Good work. You have repaired the well. Come with me so we can tend to Samson's wounds. It's probably not that far. How's the jam? Oh, it's pretty good. What's up, Godawurst? Sipping the coffee, nice. Let's see how Samson's doing. It hurts. Can we repair Samson? There is a problem. The surgeon bot has lost power. The generator needs to be repaired. Follow me outside. Again. Pretty good so far. Aside from it to test our RAM. Here's the broken generator. You should be able to acquire parts in the sand dunes to the northwest. I will stay here and do what I can with the fresh water you helped procure. This map will aid you in finding the generator parts. Be sure to check to the store if there's anything useful before you head out. It said north. Okay, it said northwest. Alright, try our best. Walk slowly to the store. Yeah, a few really good games, just don't work well on console, unfortunately. There was a really cool one where you're a CRT rebuilding the world, and it's kind of very Katamari in its nature. Upgrade the part scanner to detect nuts. Sure. Oh, I don't have nuts. No nuts. It's No Nut November. But yeah, so far so good. Like, aside from a few crashes and confusion about games. That's not my bike. That's my bike. I said northwest. Hey, look, a bolt. Take the bolt. Right now we're playing Fix It Felix. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. But what would you do for a Klondike bar? Would you kill a man? Okay. Alright, I don't really see any of the formations that are there yet. I'm a little bit nervous of going down this way. I guess the likelihood of this game dropping me off into the drink is, or like an actual unrecoverable location, is unlikely. I don't think I want the dry riverbed in terms of what we're looking for. Andrew Hussey of Homestuck fame actually had a series that was a Steep Price for Pie, which was basically the same gist as the What Would You Do for the Klondike Bar commercial from Family Guy. What kind of horrible things you'd be willing to do for a pie. Weird guy, that Hussey. Housey, whatever his name actually is. What said Dune? He said dunes, didn't he? So probably do need to go further out into the area. We're probably looking for dunes, not just the formation. Klondike bars are nice, though. You know, tasty. I mean, it's ice cream covered in chocolate. Hard to go wrong here. I had a salad for dinner. I need some chocolate. I had some chocolate from the chocolate festival that I'd forgotten about. It'd been long enough. I'm just like, nuts. I'll eat the bar. Pretty impressive. Yeah, it would not surprise me if this one does really well. Like, the graphics are good. There's a story. It's got a gameplay loop that I think is pretty okay. Like, I'm pretty happy just to be tooling around. I think I might, like, move on soon, because I think this will take a lot more time than I want to invest. I like the little repair minigame. Like, I think that that's actually pretty okay. It's you know, it's effectively a jigsaw puzzle, but, you know, it's put together well. It's a big open world. Yeah. Very, very big. What if we get to the edge of it? I mean, clearly, like, the entirety of the square, we're probably boxed in on the edges, but, like... Oh, I think I found the edge. Oh, never mind, I didn't. Oh yeah, if you're walking around, it sucks. But I think that's kind of the point of the bike, right? You're never really supposed to not be on the bike unless you're, I don't know, doing something. And then, of course, the boost pads are also a nice little touch to make you kind of follow a path. Hey, look, it's that rock, Pride Rock from the Mountain King, or the Lion King. We're gonna see if we can make it to the edge of the map. That's what we're gonna do, and then I think we'll hang our hat up. Because sometimes you just need to see what's out there. And I'm kind of suspecting that there's a point where that skybox becomes geometry. And you actually can't go any further. That is smooth. I wonder if they're actually rendering that, or if it's a pop-in thing that they're doing. Also, the lighting, that's nice. Somewhat better than Pokemon, somehow. And yeah, I'm betting we can't go up this. Oh, we can, just a little bit. But yeah, that's the edge of the map. Like, I'm actually shocked. I really thought that those mountains, maybe those are rendered flat, or maybe they're always being rendered in. It's a bit hard to tell. But yeah, this is impressive. This is a really impressive little demo. And aside from the sound being kind of crispy at times, I really don't have any complaints aside from I'm lost and the robots' maps are kind of crap. Pokemon hire this man? Definitely. Alright. That's enough of that. It was fun, but that's enough of that. Alright, it was Junk Runner. Kaiju Response Team. Now this sounds badass. Press start to play. Build to fight. Fires are urgent. A, drive forward. B, drive backward. Analog stick steer. R, repair build. Z, spray water. Okay. Okay. We're vapor waving now. Fire! Alright. There's a kaiju somewhere. Is this building still on fire? Hold press R to repair. Hold R to repair. Okay. I like how my car just has this big, like, hammer on top of it. What's the green thing? Do I want the green thing? Oh, unlocked the cold air intake. Convenient that he's doing damage to things that are right in front of me. Can I... Oh, I need to repair. Oh, I see. I see. Oh, that's far away. Oh, wait, no. Go is not C. I feel I need to, like, do something about the kaiju, not just, like, take out the buildings. Like, it seems no matter what I do, the moment I put out a fire or something, he just gets right back to it. There's also some amount of collision, but not all the collision. Nah, it's not a timer, I think. Like, is it just what this is just a loop? You just keep fixing things as you move along, and hopefully the kaiju gives up and goes home? I need to go... Oh, I'm still moving. So during that phase, that's actually... Okay. Unlocking something else. I've unlocked a kilo hammer! Press hold R to construct? Wait, what? Construct? Construct it. I don't know what I'm constructing, but construct it. Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore the building on fire because I need to construct. I don't know what I'm constructing, though. Oh, wait, other way. Oh, the kaiju's taking damage now. Cool. We're making forward progress. Kind of. We'll fix up this building. And then... come over here. Dude, give me like half a second. This reminds me slightly of Doritos Dash of Destruction. Oh, it definitely can be hurt. I just didn't figure out the mechanic to hurt it yet. And now I know what it is. I need to build things on build locations, which... or maybe this? Around here? I need to figure out where the build locations are. A bit hard to do while I'm just constantly moving around. I think some buildings have been destroyed, and that's bad. But the kaiju's being hurt. I think he just hurt my building that hurts him, which is bad for me. I've unlocked something. It was near the building I was destroyed. This, okay. Well, okay, well, I got here, man! Ugh. I'm only one van! Look at what building he's destroying. Stop getting stuck. This is infuriating. Oh, now the building's gone. Kaiju! building already burned down? I really rotated the wrong way around for this one. Like inverse rampage. We should find another place to build to hurt him, because this is taking forever. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this before all the buildings are gone. And I think that building just evaporated in front of me. Yep. Can I build more? I don't know. I feel the answer must be yes. Somewhere. Like, running into these keeps saying, like, I get power-ups. I'm moving faster. Maybe that's the key. You want to go fast. Yeah, I'm moving a lot faster. Maybe that's just the key. You want the speed-ups. That matters more than doing anything else. Oh, yeah, that's my building that's on fire. No. No, it's not on fire. Ah! Now it's on fire. Fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it! I moved the wrong way. I got stuck in a building. Building! Repair! The building I'm next to did not destroy itself. That's good. I'm getting really tired of hearing that message. Hammer, hammer, hammer. Hammer, hammer, hammer. No, you don't need to hammer, you need to water. That's... Well, at least it's close by. There's another power-up. I'm gonna go with the power-up. I have a performance clutch. That's good. You know, I feel like the people should have evacuated by now. Clearly this is not working. Come on, repair, repair, repair. I think the good news is he's destroyed most of the buildings that matter, so I don't really care anymore. I lose. Okay, I can live with that. I can live with that. That is a hard game. I'm good. I'm good. I think really the key was just collecting more power-ups. Like, you really just need to be moving quickly and repairing stuff a lot faster. Moonfish. This is small. It's weird when the source code is so much bigger than the ROM itself. It's a fish tank simulator? I'm gonna read the README on this one. I expect that that's necessary. Moonfish. Moonfish.info. Nothing. Just not a thing. Oh god. I hope that didn't do anything. Did one of the fish die? Start. Like, occasionally the fish just goes like, hooray, and you get more points. Your points are fish food that you're consuming to feed the fish, but if the fish eats them, then you get points? Okay, well, this seems limited, is how I would describe it. Well, the fish got bigger. That's interesting, I guess. The fish, is it spawning? What is happening? The fish is escaping. Okay. Well, this is what this is. It's a fish tank simulator. where the fish can escape. I think that's enough of that. Mysterious barnacles. Mist bar. I want to take you to a mist bar. Alright. New game. Your name. B-U-T-T-S. Alright, select letter, backspace, start game. Ah, we've been waiting for you, Butts. Our oracles foretold of your arrival. You are among the last of your kind. The impedamancers? Those practitioners of the art, science, and magic of barricades. Our realm has been besieged by frightful hordes of unknown origin, unfeeling mechanical automata animated by some hideous power. We beg for your assistance with our defenses, and with the repair of our damaged fortifications. If you prove to be skilled in your arts, we shall see to it you are rewarded amply, and perhaps we may uncover the origins of these infernal machines. Okay, let's go training level, because clearly I don't know what's going on yet. Tower, first floor, barnacles. On this floor of the tower, you can practice casting barricades. Hold the A button and tilt the stick. Release the A button to cast the barricade aligned with the floating cursors. Create 6 barricades to complete the floor. Ah. I make walls. I have 2 active at a time. Keep an eye on that. Okay. Alright, cool. Training tower, floor 2, enemies. On this floor of the tower, you can practice destroying enemies. You cannot attack enemies directly. You must place barricades in front of them. An enemy will be damaged, knocked back, and stunned when it makes contact with your barricade. Destroy all 3 enemies to complete the floor of this tower. You know what's vaguely... Oh, enemy is in the way. It won't materialize. This reminds me vaguely of, like, Necromancer of Nowhere. Little game I played at, what was that? Magfest last year. It's a bit. Alright, I get this. I understand what's happening. Okay. 3. Structures. On this floor of the training tower, you can practice defending and repairing a structure. Enemies will advance towards the structure. If they get too close, they will start attacking it. Cast barricades to prevent them from reaching the structure. Hold the B button over the structure to repair it with your repair points. Destroy both enemies to complete this floor of the training tower. Dang it. Enemies are attacking. Move it to B, hold B, and repel them. Enemies drop repair points when defeated. Pick them up and use them to repair structures. Okay. I understand what this game wants me to do. I mostly understand what this game wants me to do. You have defeated the enemies. Use your repair points to repair the structure. Structures with a treasure icon above them will allow entry when fully repaired. Now the structure is fully repaired. Press A to enter it. What? I'm a witch. Congratulations, you completed the training tower. Here's your reward. 1+ barricade slot. By the way, you can cast barricades while walking around as well. Hold Z and use the control stick to position your casting point. Then hold A to use the control stick to set the angle and size of your barricade. Finally release it. Okay. When you're ready to proceed, pause and quit to the level select screen. Okay, so it was training. Guess we'll try level 1. Enemies remaining, 18. There's more than one tower here. Okay. I feel at some point they're gonna... Oops. Respawn things? Purple... Oh, you are a little faster, aren't you? He runs towards barricades. I keep a little repair juice for, like, making enemies leave, but I get the core loop of this. I get the core loop. It's actually funny just like running them into the stuff. Just run it right in. The purple ones run straight at it, which is convenient. Just kind of bait them in. Alright, well, we've completely repaired this one, which is good. Forgot the green ones are really dumb. I'll get one of them. Okay. You can kind of get it right on top of them. Like that. Like, you can kind of get it on top of them. I think you're not supposed to, but it clearly works. And we defeated them all. Let's repair the castle. And I win. And now that I've won, I can enter the castle by pressing A. Which I don't know if it does anything. And there are logs. What was... Okay, I could destroy the log by doing that. This is weird, but okay. These are unnatural logs. Alright, we can talk to Mr. Ninja again. Stay back! Oh, Butts, it's you. I should be surprised. Only an impedimenter of your caliber could have made it through my defenses. Thank you. And for repairing a tower, please get this gift. Barricades will now ricochet projectiles. Now, any projectiles making contact with your barricades will bounce off of them. You will certainly need this ability for the ordeals which lie ahead. Good luck. We are forever grateful for your services in our realm. I'm gonna assume that means I need to quit the level select. Alright. Oh, wait. We have a boss. We have to do the boss. Yeah, that worked the way I expected it to. It's one of these. A little miss there. Yeah, would have sucked to have moved ahead a level without getting the projectile reflecting property. This is a very slow thing to do. I think I have this boss well in hand. He was faster than me. No, I wasn't. He speeds up and he slows. This is actually good, because it means I could just throw that up immediately. It's kind of like the Thwomp boss. You expect the Thwomp boss to be harder because it goes faster, which is just not the case. Oh, wait, that didn't count? Oops. That should do it. Defeated the boss! And got all the healing juice. Possibly infinite amounts of healing juice. Yeah, it's a cute little tower defense game. It's a shame these things start hurting, so we have to do all this anyway. Ah, that's infinite. Well, let's complete the level at least. It's kind of cute. It just, you know, it's a bit slow to heal these things after you've won. Like, I don't really feel like this is it turns this into an interesting. Or maybe you're supposed to, like, just heal as you go along for smaller ones. Oh. Is this, like, hit a button? I need to, like... Sudden, inexplicable first-person sections. Maybe that. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to make of this, because, like, I got the overall thing. I guess this is to teach you how to do reflections more. I can't rotate the camera, so... I guess this way... That didn't count. I'm close to where I want it. Slow-moving projectile. Yes. Almost, though. Seems hard because the time limit. It's hard because of the time limit on the barrier, but also it's hard because the perspective is not great for what I'm trying to do. And these do, like, the proper reflection, which is not necessarily ideal. That worked! Okay. I thought I needed double bounce, but a single bounce sufficed. Sup, ninja? Butts. I hear it no longer. That hulking colossus. Its rain of missiles. It has ceased. Our sanctuary, our structures have been spared. You, master of impedimancy, have saved our realm. We shall forever remember you and your mysterious barricades. Alright, a messenger from the Northern Realm has informed us they are under a similar attack, but that'll have to wait for another installment. In the meantime, we've added another floor to your training tower. Training tower. Challenge floor unlocked. Use it to further own your skills at deflection. Once again, thank you, and will forever be in your debt. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, that was a game. Expected 2 bounces too, but a single bounce should have been obvious. Yeah, I mean, it worked. We'll take a quick look at the challenge, but we're not going to, like, do a lot here. Oh, I need to game over. Okay, I see what to do here. You have to reflect the right color. That's interesting. Not very kind, this one. Not very good at this one. It also defaults to going back instead of retry, and that's actually kind of annoying. I want to get 1 point! Okay, I got 1 point. I'm pretty happy now. We can call that a success. That was okay. That was not bad. I liked the boss section. That was kind of fun. Alright. N64 Galio Crystal Dreams on Death's Wing. I think I want the Z64 one. I'm falling! But why? It was after a jewelry heist. Do you remember being on a plane? You were celebrating. But with who? Evelyn. Marco. Evelyn! Of course, Evelyn. Evelyn asked, did you kill him? Did you kill Marco even though he loved you? No! No, I love him, but I couldn't handle his jealousy, and he couldn't accept our love, Evelyn. You finish your drink. What now? Have another drink! You pour yourself another. Evelyn asks to see the diamonds. You should keep them hidden, but you can never deny her, because the case is heavier than you remember. Also, it didn't use to tick. And you have been watching a Disposable Cinema's Crunch Press production. I guess the goal is to get all the endings? I'll go Evelyn again. Yes, I killed him. With these diamonds, you say, we can buy love. She'll never know how easy it was to put a bullet in him. Did you take his necklace? Yes! Shame to waste it. You still have it with you. Evelyn looks away. I'm sorry. Just give me a minute. Now what a perfect time to get rid of her. Poison her drink? Yes! You drop the pill in. Evelyn notices. Little pick-me-up to cheer you up, you wink. You drink together. Something's wrong. Everything starts to blur. You know, Evelyn says. I'm starting to feel better already. Try to speak. Hush. It'll be over soon. Alright. Yeah, I killed him. No, I didn't. Sorry, just give me a moment. No, it's not poison her drink. Okay, so I think maybe let's try the Marco side. Of course, Marco asks, did you kill her? Did you kill Evelyn, your best friend? Yes! Of course. He trembles so lightly. So sweet, so innocent. Do you remember her lying in the sun? The blood saturating the sand. The strange rasping sound she made, reminding you of a childhood pet. Did you take her necklace? No! Ah, don't worry, my love. Together we'll live a life full of riches. Marco's liability. Do you kill him? Yes! You pull a gun on Marco. You're sweet, Marco, and it's been fun. Laughing, you force Marco to open the plane door. You say, now jump, my love. But first give me the diamonds. Marco is defiant. You'll never have them. Even with the howling wind, you'll feel something like breath on your ear. It's nothing. You continue to rob Marco. Kill me and you'll never have them. Deal with Marco. Your quick temper gets the better of you. With a scream, you shoot Marco. His eyes are lit with a passionate hatred of your betrayal. He grabs your arm, and together you fall into the sky. Okay, well... no, I didn't today. The coolest comes over. Oh, honey, he always has a soft touch. Don't worry, we'll have a life full of riches. Let's not kill him. Marco pulls a gun on you! After everything, I thought this would be more difficult. Now move and open the plane door. Wrestle! You struggle, reach the gun. It goes off, scratching at Marco. You wrench the gun from him. What now? Kill him! Grab for the diamonds. You snatch the case. Marco loses grip and tumbles away. The case is open. The diamonds spill everywhere. Second back, you trip on some straight out of the open hatch. Alright, well that's what this is. This is just text adventure-y. Yes. Oh, we already did this. Wait, ignoring a setting plea, you turn around to find Evelyn, but you're dead! Oh, honey, that wasn't me, that was my sister! She doesn't seem pleased. She cheers up a bit when she's pushed you out of the plane. Okay. Reluctantly, you acquiesce to his demand. Setting the doorway, you wait for your moment to turn the tables. It never comes. Alright, so how do we get the last one? We never visit the toilet. You excuse yourself to visit the bathroom. Someone knocks on the door. Do you open it? Keep it shut. Who's there, you ask? No one answers. After a while, you go back to your seat. You do. Visit the toilet. Open the door. Oh, Marco, oh my god! What are you doing to Evelyn? He pulls a gun on you. Okay. Oh, wait. Evelyn? Yes. Yes. No. You don't know, but take no joy on what I'm about to do. As she speaks, her voice drips, a chill passes through you. Evelyn, she says. Marco, Evelyn is dead. You killed her. Marco pulls a gun. Wait, what? Fish cat campaigns. How did Marco... Evelyn? No. Visit the toilet. Open the door. It's Marco. Okay, that just does the same thing. Feel like there's got to be a path in here. And I'm missing. We already did that. Did I kill him? Yes. Oh no, I want the no. I mean, basically, I'm gonna lose regardless. That's the thing here. No. Have another drink. I like that. That just dies. Okay. Evelyn. No. Toilet. Keep it shut. Visit the toilet. Keep it shut. Visit the toilet. Keep it shut. Alright, so basically this is a loop in the graph and nothing else can happen anymore. Okay, well that was fun. Alright, I'm not really sure what path I'd need to take to get to an interesting point, right? Because it seems to be the same things. No. Yes. Okay, we've done both of those. Yes. No. Okay, yeah, I'm not trying to get the last ending. I'm not sure I want to bother. This is kind of a depressing story. Oh, I can go back. Oh, no, that just always presses the same button. I like the random twin sister. Like, that's completely unexpected. Alright, I only got 6 out of 7. I think I'm okay with that. I've played around enough of this. As a choose-your-own-adventure game, it's okay. Pandemonium. How many more are there? Still a decent number, alright. Pandemonium. Play, control. Let's look at the controls first. Move with the stick, dodge, interact, target with Z, start, pauses, move camera. Alright, kind of standard N64 stuff. We'll watch the intro cutscene, I guess. He walked into the sand and became the sand. And now there are chains. There's a man who is chained. He takes these chains and undoes them, which is probably a bad idea if someone's this changed. Those who approach the throne of gold fall at my blade. Oh, okay. Oh, God. Dodge! That's attack. That's roll. Okay, so we Dark Soul. I understand what to do here, mostly. He has more HP than me. I can't out-tank him. So I definitely have to hit at least a few dodges. Does he move? Yes, he does. Okay, that's actually a great move to go for. Ain't no way someone made a Souls-like... I mean, it's a Souls fight. Like, that's what this is. It's a Dark Souls type fight. Get out of the way. Okay, what I want to do is I want to force him to do the jump attack. Because the jump attack, he has a long recovery period for. Other way around. Okay, come on. Hop, skip, jump, boy. Baby, come on. You gliding. I don't trust this. I don't trust like that. Okay. I'm not even facing the right way. About the only thing I learned to be decent at in Dark Souls was rolling. I think it shows. I could out-tank him now if I wanted, though, I think. Oh, wait, he's running. I didn't expect that. Okay, maybe I shouldn't get too blasé here. He didn't do what I thought he would. Okay. There we go. Alright, so much for your throne of gold. Released. I am no longer bound by the king's will. Restore these shattered lands. The king must fall. Okay. I guess we go forward. Maybe that's not forward. Maybe this is forward. Apparently is a very wide radius for talking to him. No, no. Oh, it's toggle, not hold. Okay, that explains a few things. If I do another big fight, and if I get kicked back to the very beginning of the game, if I lose it, I'm not going to be a terribly happy camper. least if it doesn't heal me first. There are no kings. Only hands that take, and voices that are bend to the will of the weak? What? The blurriness is characteristic N64-ness. It is a lot of gold. You've come here to kill me. And what will that achieve? There is nothing left in this world that is not already mine. If I die, it dies with me. This is oh god, I was not expecting Sauron. No one expects Sauron. Low frame rate Sauron, admittedly. I think I just lost. No, I've been turned into a gremlin. No, I'm a cat now. A fitting image. There is no way I would have guessed that's what was going to happen. I guess I'm a cat now. Is that the end? You just get turned into a cat and there's a tiny pixel on the screen? What was this one again? This had the ridiculously long name. Info. This is not the one I thought it was. What game am I playing? What game is this? This is not N64 Galio Crystal Dreams on Death's Wings. Based upon this. It says, extra notes. How fits the theme? It is 1982. It is 11:30 at night. Your TV needs repair and you cannot change the channel. A movie starts playing. That is that movie? Maybe? It says it's a point-and-click adventure game. This is not a point-and-click adventure game. This is not by any... Oh, wait. Maybe that was... Oh, maybe that was the other one. The movie one. Which one is this one? What am I playing? Pandemonium. Okay, that makes more sense. I got off by one. It happens. Okay, Pandemonium. Their info.txt says nothing. All right, I'm gonna assume that was the ending. You got turned into a cat, and then it made a squeaky noise, and that was funny. That one was really well done. I really actually enjoyed that, as far as like it being a like Souls-like boss fight. I got it down pretty quick, but it was still really fun. Phaser 64. I'm got a newsletter. One fateful night. It's a button. He pushed the button. Uh-oh, I shouldn't have pushed the big red button. Oh, that blows up the Earth. Wait, snag this. Oh no, it blew up a satellite. That's different. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. I gotta get in my spaceship and fix this.
Let's go.
Okay. Oh, woo, did you see that explosion? Yeah. I guess that was me. No way! I have to repair the satellite, but my parents get home. Can you help me? I guess if you need to find the satellite pieces first. I know who can help you find them. Follow me! Cool, let's go. Okay. This is what we're doing. Did he go in there? No, he dodged the nebula. Seems like the smart move. I like the parallax. Oh. Hey, Crankhorn, look what I found. This kid needs your help. Huh? The one with the totally janked up UFO? I can smell the bad joystick calibration from light years away. That's the one. He also broke the satellite on Terra. You did that, huh? Fine. My perfect test for my new tractor beam. But first calibration, do exactly as I say. I have to do this? Sup, Brinth? Are these new? Yes, they are. This is from a hack jam. I want to look at the info for this one because I'm curious. Extra notes, full playthrough for the jury. In case it doesn't work, please play the game. Alright, whatever then. Rotate your joystick a full circle 3 times, then press start. 1, 2, 3. Did I do it? Alright, one more for that. Why not? Better. Now I can endure your ride. Follow me to my space station so I can... if you can keep up. Good hands, kid. He's cranky, but he's the best mechanic in the galaxy. Gotta run. Talk later. Wait, where do I have to go? Oh, right. Press C up for minimap. I've uploaded the coordinates of a space station. What? Where am I? Is the purple thing I want? This looks what I want. Alright. Okay, put a pin there. And how do I exit out of this? That's how you exit out of this. Yeah, I'm the purple ship. Didn't know people in 60... They do! There's about one a year. Boy, finally. Listen, before I help you, I need a favor. I'm prototyping a new turbo booster, but I need some more data to finish it. Didn't you mention a tractor beam? Yes, but focus. Your UFO is something else, and perfect to complement my recordings. What do I do? Run one test lap on my new track. Hit the boosters if you can. Race? Yeah. Show me what that duct tape ride of yours is capable of. Do 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 do. I did in fact hit the booster. Potato. My potato ship is not great. You know, I just noticed the thing at the bottom that shows how many boosters that I've hit. I suck. I like the part where I keep missing them just by like an inch. Probably worth slowing down to try to hit them, maybe. I'm gonna blame the joystick calibration, because why not? It is perfect. I'll start working on a turbo laser booster right now. Hey, you say help me. Right, sorry. One of those scrap places actually hit me. I don't need junk like that. Here, pick it up. Okay. Thank you. So, for that repair job, you'll need to collect all 4 of them. I spot another piece nearby, stuck between asteroids. Uploading coordinates. They do even give me a pointer. Still didn't help. How am I supposed to get past these asteroids? The most basic weapon system would do the trick. I don't have one. But you're lucky, I got a spare. Not for free, though. Bring me a few star nuggets. Coordinates to an abandoned mining site uploaded. Wow, star nuggets on it, okay. Abandoned... Probably this one. Because it says mine. Alright, off we go. It's kind of pleasant. Kind of. I wondered what would happen if I ran into a planetoid. I was kind of hoping the ship would explode. Because I do like a good ship explosion. Gotta say, this effect is pretty snazzy. The zoom in, zoom out on the map. Fine. What do I do now that I won't be in a ship? Ah, star nuggets. Where would they be? I should scout the area before landing. Where would I even... Oh, the projection on this is weird. Are these star nuggets? They look nuggety. Maybe in here? Cave. And suddenly we're a platformer. Got a very Master Blaster feeling about this game. Okay, at least I can adjust the camera a little bit. Bit weird to have a completely empty background if you're on the N64. Oh, those are mushrooms. I have no idea if this kid can die if I have him fall too far. Gosh, the projection, yep. It throws me off. I got 1 star nuggy. I have to jump all the way back up. I'm not sure why you would go and do, like... I want to do this, like, I mean, it's like Master Blaster, maybe Capanella 2, I would say, I guess. That's what this reminds me of most, but that game is... Capanella 2 is clearly cribbing Master Blaster, so... Made some sense, and it was neat, it was doing things. Abandoned Mine was actually abandoned, okay. I found exactly one nugget. Where do I park my UFO again? Back to the crank horn. Oh, we only needed one nugget? I thought we needed more than one. Yeah, it's like it's being projected onto like a cylinder mode 7 style. It's a little bit weird. It feels like a bad projection, so I think we're used to better ones by now. This feels like a mode 7 projection. I think that's it, really. Whoops. I want to go to the map. I guess it's already set the waypoint for me, so I don't need to do that again. Alright, we'll go see him one more time and see if that gets us the thing we need. Ugh. It's already 1:30, dang. Time flies when you're playing games of the N64 variety. Back already? Easy. Here's the singular remaining nugget. Only one? Okay, let me install a basic weapon. I want to shoot things. There you go. Easy as it gets. Target with Z, shoot with B. Now go get that satellite piece. He has a shield. At least I can shoot things now. Like, how far out am I going? I'm going all the way back over here. Okay. I can blow these up at least. There's no reason to blow them up, but I can now. Yeah, I would say that's a satellite piece. Let's stop blowing up things for no apparent reason. Could have been made. This game could have been on the S. I would say, yeah, so far. I haven't seen anything that made me think this is an N64 thing. There's some sprite scaling, but the kind you could do on the SNES if you won't put a little work in. There's some parallax, but you could easily do this sort of parallax with the maybe even mode 0 if you wanted to go crazy. There were a bit too many like boulders on the screen though, so you probably had to tamp those down a little bit to not blow your sprite budget. But other than that, maybe you have to use a simpler physics sort of simulation. But yeah. Alright, I see the weapon system worked well. It did. Bit weak. You don't watch this game, weapons? I fire up in my garage right next to me. Goodbye, better gear. If you beat my high score of 45 seconds on the track, I have a special gift for you. My radar picked up the 2 remaining satellite pieces. I've uploaded the coordinates. Use your map. Report back when you found them. Still working on a trap to beam. Okay. 45 seconds. Piece in your garage. Find 2 more pieces. Alright, I'd rather go get the pieces, so let's just go do that. We'll go to Purpo. I don't know if I'm going to try to beat this. I definitely do not. Wow, I'm not that far off on his time. Huh. But like this sort of scene, you could do this. I think there's maybe 2 or 3 layers. The only real issue is like these things respond to physics. You could just ignore that. You could make something very similar on the SNES, I think, without too much difficulty. Let's go to purple. Is anything cool on purple? Oh, what a curious statue. Oh, and nuggets. Let's go see the statue, though. Maybe it's like a Maui statue. Inscription here, it reads, "For meet the eye, the 5th is stolen from sight, retrieved by steps." Okay. Yeah, I think I'm kind of done. I was curious about something on the title screen. But, yeah, this is what it is. It's okay. It just doesn't... I just get kind of tired with the driving in space. So you were thinking, yeah, I think it'd be doable. You could do most of the things we're seeing, if you really wanted to. It's not a bad thing. I guess we'll retrieve the other satellite piece and see if the other planet is interesting. I kind of wish I could go faster. I see about 3 layers of stars, maybe 4. You could do this. whoops, I got distracted. I bet these have nuggets in them and you can't get that right now. Because you have a more powerful weapon. What you couldn't do is make this on the Atari 2600. You could make a demake version. But I wouldn't recommend it. Maybe one of these days I'll actually play a 2600 game. Not today, mind you. But, you know, one of these days. Found all the pieces. Wow, most impressive. Also, great timing. The tractor beam is done. Let me install it. This is so close to finishing this, assuming that's all we do is install, put the satellite back. May as well finish it. Is it done? Underestimated you. Sorry, kid. You inspired me. Start my own adventures. Thank you, Crankhorn. See each other again later. Now go back to Terra and fix the satellite. Activate the tractor beam by pressing R. Wait. Oh, whoops. I'm taking you with me! Ah, no. Why do I need a tractor beam? That's the thing I'm not sure about. There's the moon. Okay. Ah, I understand now. We just decided to plunk these down anywhere. That's not good enough? Maybe I need to get the rotation correct, too? How do I get this thing to rotate? It looks close in what it needs to be rotate-wise. Oh, I can then move it. That's how I rotate it. Okay. It still doesn't actually rotate it relative to... See, can I do some spin, or have I just hosed it? That's roughly where it needs to be. Okay, that worked. But I need this to rotate. How do I get it to rotate? Oh, wait. There we go. There are more controls than I noticed. Really glad, because I don't think I would have had fun trying to rotate it the way I was doing. What's up, Steven? There we go. We repaired it. It's all like brand new. Now let's quickly land home. Can't believe it. I did it. My parents will never know. Ha! His parents have grounded him. Kid, emergency! You have to help us! What happened? You won't believe it! And that's where the demo ends, of course. I get the feeling this is very, like, Commander Keen inspired. With a touch of Fix-It Felix for some reason. Designed and developed by Joannes Roth? I don't know. With LibDragon for Brewjam. Supported by intro voiceover and that. Paid assets, Starfield, tile sheets, special effects. Huh? Third-party libraries, tools, ASprite, cursor, okay. Third-party libraries, Phaser 64, That was okay. What's up, HeroSoft? Oh. Yeah, that was what it was. It was okay. The sprites were charming. I'd say that much. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Plug and repair. Warning! This game is experimental and uses a unique controlling scheme. To play, you will not press any button, but only plug and unplug a single controller into the four... I'm not doing that. Don't let the 4 laptops run out of battery while self-repairing. Plug controller port into 1, port 2 for the laptop. Please unplug all controllers. Thanks. Okay. Yeah, I'm not doing this. That's ludicrous. I'm just not set up for this kind of thing. Like, it's not good for a stream type setup. Let's at least see what's going on first. Do I do anything? Oh, it died. I guess I needed to plug it in on some other side to keep it plugged in. Right, okay. I get what's going on here. This is just really loud. This is just not a good way to do something on stream, and I don't really want to plug and unplug. Like, these have a shelf life in terms of how often you can plug and unplug things. It's a cute idea. I just don't want to do it. Whereas on the ports, more particularly, exactly. There was another game that required this too. You had to switch between the two ports and hold buttons, which seemed charming. And I don't know if like, I'd even want to do that in an emulator, but if you tried to plug in more than one controller, it didn't work. Like, I don't get why people were doing this. It's cute. As a kid, I would have loved this, but for streaming, it's just terrible. I cannot actually do this. So we're just not doing that. It seems cute, but we're not doing it. I get what they're going for. We're on page 2 now. Repairman versus creatures. Repairman, man. Okay. Health, 150, wave. Okay, enemy spawn counter, soon. Start. I could jump. I have a thing. Okay, let's go this way. What is this? Can I fix it? What's the fix button? R? I can hit things with my wrench. Am I fixing it? No, now I have a gun. And that just straight up murked him. Okay. This is another one of those, like, I don't... Okay, that's how you're supposed to do this. This feels better. Oh! Oh, I finally get the control scheme for that first game. I finally get it. Oh, no. I just needed to switch hands. I didn't even think about it that way. Yeah, that's my N64 experience. Lack of experience showing on that one, I suppose. Maybe I need to play GoldenEye again to better understand such things. I have no idea what I'm trying to accomplish here. I probably shouldn't do that, though. Like, I feel like I'm playing an arena shooter, but a really weird one. With screaming. Yeah, definitely feel like I'm playing an arena shooter. Takes me back to, like, Quake. Till that Wilhelm. Holy frame rate? No, it's definitely, you know, it's an N64 game. Frame rates of 30 per second tend to be nice, if you can get them. Alright, I get what this is going for, and I think I'm good. I think I'm good. I don't think I need to play more of this. Like, it's an arena shooter with things that spawn in periodically. Typically near you, which makes it a little bit weirder. I had a wrench. I don't know if I ever got to wrench. The map seems really big based upon my clipping out of it there. But yeah, that's what this is. Alright, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. Robo renovations. It still weirds me out when the source is bigger than the ROM itself. When zipped. No, I don't really aim. That was very much kind of like in the Doom style, where sort of vaguely aiming in the right direction was good. Robo renovations is a work in progress. Select furniture to walk to it and fix it before it's too late. Alright. Fix it. Okay, I've lost my robot. I don't know where he went. Fix it? I want to go get the letter. Can I get the letter? Why is that yellow? Do something, robot! Failed task. Kitchen light, destroy trash. I couldn't figure out what was going on. I like the cartoony style. Kind of reminds me of like Dexter's Lab. Okay. Do that thing. Factory reset. Okay. So that's what this game is. I basically look around and then send the robot over to do things, and hopefully he gets there in time. And if he doesn't, yeah, everything sucks. It's like Night Trap, but without the vampires. Vacuum floor? How is that vacuum floor? That's a pie. Cooling on a windowsill. Yeah, some 90s cartoons. Oh, that's a toilet. Unclogged toilet. Well, apparently, we're kind of winning. We have to lock the door again. Oh, wait. He won't do it unless I'm on the right screen. Okay. So don't tab off the screen until the robot gets to the door. And then we'll do the pie again. He takes a little while to get places. Remove food. Okay, organize the closet. Okay. One more task, I think, and then he'll have successfully completed a day of robo-tasks. I win! I guess we'll look at the credits. Credits! Robo Innovations made by Catch64. Programming N64 Squid. Art by Gary Jones III. You know what, Gary Jones? You did a good job. And so did you, N64 Squid. That was an okay little game. What's next? Somewhere to Escape. It's a 30 megabyter. Did not expect this. Character selection. Ram. Bunny. Squirrel. I guess I have to be the squirrel. Press start to confirm. Level 1. Runaway. Story. Ram, Bunny, and Squirrel have decided to escape jury's domain. In order to do so, they must get on the train quickly. Objective. Head to the cave that leads to the Orange Forest. Press start. What? Look, I was tempted by Ram, and then I was like, well, Bunny's cute. And I'm like, no, I gotta be Squirrel. Oh god, that's burning my eyes. Alright, Cave Dwell, Orange Forest. Cave Dwellers looking in the Orange Forest stand in the way of the runaways. They fail for anyone near. Objective, evade the dwellers and head to the path to jury's domain. I get the feeling that this is like an intentional shitpost, maybe? Am I getting any closer? I can't tell if I'm getting any closer. Is there a wall in the way? The flicker is very unpleasant even on a non-projector? Yeah. I get the feeling this is some sort of joke and I'm not in on it. Oh no, the little sumo wrestlers might get me. I don't think they're even moving. Ah, that's so annoying. Jury's domain. Story. Jury, an unreasonable demon will stop at nothing to prevent you from reaching the train. Objective, head to the train and make your getaway. Yeah, I get the feeling this is some sort of in-joke for the people who made it. Because, like, this is not great. And there are some design choices that seem actively bad. Like, I get the feeling I'm looking at a very large textured thing. Like, I'm looking at, like, a Bowser texture is what I think we're walking on. The demon isn't going to stop us, of course, because he doesn't care. He's going to walk to what I think is the train. Do we win? Is this a train? I don't know. I can't even, like, look around. Oh, I have a wait, what? I have a... What is this? What? Okay, I take it back. This is the best game of all time. I think I'm still moving even when I'm backflipping, so we're just gonna backflip our way to success. Okay, I guess I don't want to go out of bounds. Maybe I need to actually fight the evil demon jury? I still get the feeling this entire thing is some sort of weird in-joke for whoever made this. Oh, mission accomplished. Congratulations, you managed to avoid the dwellers, escape Jury's clutches, and find somewhere to escape. That sure was something. That, What even was that? What was this even called? What was it, RAM? This was somewhere to escape. Might be missing one here. Any info about this? Nope. Oh, wait. Content warning. May trigger epilepsy. Thank you. Thank you so much. Alright, Simone's game. 64. Someone's ultimate gadget game of martial arts. Ow. Ready? Go. I'm a cube. I can spin. That's about it. That's player 2. Am I winning? What? Well, that thing's less cubular now. What is even happening? So I started as a cube. It started as a cube and then became... What? I won! I think this is a 2-player game, and it's silly. So basically your goal is to get close enough to the other guy to do that, and your character slowly evolves into what appears to be a grape, and then is a cube man, and then if you hit the cube man twice, he flies up and dies. Alright, well that was something. Is there anything in here explaining what the hell? Extra notes. Get back to me ASAP about reproducing, building the project since I've started testing Zig, Tiny Libby, Dragon Cocktail. Alright. Cartoon violence, I guess. Well, that was what it was. Alright, how about the big fix? 6 megabyte. It's a good option, good chance. Alright, this has potential. Oh, investigate, take, first person. What? It all started Friday the 13th. Title safety is not their thing. When she knocked on my door. Excuse me. Can you help me, sir? My husband, the repairman, has been murdered. The police are refusing to investigate. They're calling it an accident. Those lazy police are my #1 meal ticket. I'd be happy to get to the bottom of this. Oh, thank goodness. My driver will take us to this crime scene. As soon as you're ready, I'll wait downstairs. Alright, you know what? Detective noir with animal heads is not the worst way of going about it. I like the rug texture. I hate how the camera moves. Oh god, I want to go this way. Can I investigate anything? Yes, I want to investigate that. It's a corkboard with details of an old case. I can't get more than one of those on the screen at once. Okay, yeah. It's a map of New York. That's my door. Oh, the controls are bad. My coat and hat are on the hat rack. Wait, I want those. There we go. Now I look right. I need the trench coat. Otherwise, my dog face doesn't seem correct. Thank you for playing. That was the entirety of the game. I got the trench coat and the hat, and that was the entirety of the game. Sup, Matt? How you doing? I liked the start of it. There's not much to it. Requires expansion pack. I'm surprised. Yeah, no, I thought that was cute for what it was. I like Detective Noir. You don't see it very much these days. Game's got style, just needs content. That's a good way of putting it. It exudes style. It just doesn't have content or title safety. Alright, let's see what the TT is. Turing test, maybe? Tool time 64. I'm already excited. Okay, move with the analog stick, jump with A, repair with B, start pause. What am I supposed to be repairing? Oh no, here comes Al Borland. Do I need to repair Al? You're gonna let me spawn an indefinite number of entities. I'm gonna spawn an indefinite number of entities. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. I don't think this is working. Do I win? Did I win? Is Al Borland how I win? Nah, they despawn too quick. I need, like, actual turbo controller to try and crash the game. This is how you remember the show. I remember Wilson from the show. I liked his shtick. I'm gonna read the README on this and see if there's anything else to it. The smile changes to a front. Well, they just kind of sometimes do that. I think it's on a cycle, see? No explanations. Alright, there's a website that's on itch. Maybe this will tell us. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. No one can explain Tim Allen. Alright, well, I've had my fun throwing hammers at Al Borland and 5 identical robots that are playing Red Rover. I don't think there's much to this. I think the title screen might... Actually, no, this is kind of fun. This is a shitpost, but a shitpost that I'm enjoying, I guess. But there's very little to it beyond its shitpostiness. Very little. But that's okay. Sometimes you just want a shitpost. Uncharted Terra, some numbers. EEPROM, wrong format, expected... What? Okay. Apparently that didn't matter. I'll have to look at that error later. I mean, I probably should upgrade the firmware. It's been a while since I've put new firmware on this thing. Save type is wrong, thank you. I'm not going to worry about saving my game, so that's fine. That is a snazzy intro right there. Look at that. That's got class. I mean, so did the Tool Time 64, but we'll see if the gameplay... Alright, this looks interesting. And it's nicely letterboxed. There is a remote exoplanet colony that was jointly inhabited by humans and an alien species known only by the fragments of their designation, the Earnix. The colony was abandoned generations ago after a cataclysmic failure of a shattered project, an energy-manipulating device deep within the settlement. Rumors suggest that restoring this device could reveal what happened to the colony's inhabitants and discover a limitless power source, but the site is considered too unstable to explore. No one outside the colony really knows what the artifact really was, or how it failed, or what happened to the colonists. There were attempts at exploration beforehand, but no one came back. That does not stop you anyway. N64 has different types, 4 kilobit, 16 kilobit SRAM, and flash card saving. Okay. Interesting. That is a pretty good little FMV start, at least. You appear after a bad ship crash. Supplies around here can help you in your way. I didn't read the last sentence. Okay, so we're doing this grip? Yeah, okay, we're doing this grip. I don't know why I had such a problem figuring that out with the box. This is pretty snazzy. Picked up a ship's log. You look at collected journal entries in the pause menu. Okay. Ship's log 1023 1203 2264 ET, which stands for extraterrestrial time. Atmospheric entry began normally. The planetary electromagnetic field was detected well in advance, mapped, modeled, and accounted for. The ship's systems were supposedly hardened for it. Whatever this is, it wasn't in the projections. Field intensity fluctuated without pattern. Navigation desynced. Control services lagged. And then went non-responsive. I wasn't flying anymore, I was falling. Crash landing was uncontrolled but survivable. Hull integrity compromised. Primary drive offline. Power reserves critically low. Even if I could stabilize the ship, lifting out of this gravity well would require an energy source far beyond what I have on board. The colony is close, abandoned by the look of it. For now, the ship stays grounded. Repairs could use whatever's inside the colony. Alright, well, cool. Right, N64. Lovely frame rate. I mean, it's not bad. Feels adequate. Like, definitely plays better than Shadow Man. See, I think if you're going to use this control scheme, you definitely need to use Z for most actions. It's like, I have to use both hands to do it. I guess I can move from the stick to A. Maybe it's just me not being good at N64 stuff. Oh, or here's 3 explosive dog. I mean, lovely frame rate could have been sarcastic. I interpreted it as sarcastic as opposed to it being a positive thing. Guess we'll look at the journal entry just in case. What they call power crystals aren't really fuel rods. They're resident conduits. The Irnix carve and tune them so that the ambient field energy flows through like water through a valve. No combustion, no depletion. Even the small ones sure serve as keys or stabilizers. If even a fraction of their notes are true, then whatever's down here must be true and something special. And we have a crystal. Can we look at the crystal? Strange Roll X1. It emits a soft purple glow that flows like water and is warm to the touch. Definitely some alien material. Right. Ah, okay. It seems like an entrance. Better check it out. Grab that. And another journal. Remy Solus is another day. Another day, another headache. This gate is a disaster when it happened. The human access panel won't respond without the resident installed. Keeps being silent in the wind. The Irnix insisted that we leave it so the door recognizes the settlement's voice or whatever. Dropped my ID badge over the edge. Perfect. I have to haul myself onto that damn cliff again because the console housing wouldn't stay stable. No idea how I'm supposed to get back inside without some fishing gear. So, we also have a magnet. Locator's magnet. Part of a long, broken, old-style planetary locator for outside work. The magnet itself can still be used. Okay. Alright. The control schemes for the N64 are weird. No jumping off. Is that little splotch interesting? Oh, Z gets me lower to the ground. Okay, that's actually interesting. Kind of wish I could move a little bit faster. But I get it. But I kind of wish I could move a little bit faster. Alright, so there's a door. Can I open the door? Nope. There's this. Something can be used here. Panel can be screwed off. Okay, well. Combine, use. Okay, so I need a screwdriver. You know, maybe I should have finished looking inside my ship before leaving. In retrospect, maybe there's like a tool container. Something simple like that. It's 320. Okay, cool. This guy looked like he had a bad day. Alright, let's check inside my ship, see if there was anything else in here that was worthy of being picked up. Carbonite tow rope. Yeah, that seems important. But it's not a screwdriver. Did anyone happen to see a screwdriver? There's a screwdriver. It's the ship's screwdriver. In the future, they've standardized all on using the exact same kind of screwdriver. This, of course, will never actually happen. I'm still not really sure why you'd use one type of screw over another. Like, I kind of feel like Phillips is a nice screw to use. Like, flatheads are okay, but, like, I feel like Phillips are nice. You get a bit better grip. But then, like, you have the safety screwdrivers. You got, like, the really weird ones that are both. The screw type will increase until morale improves. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know why I'd pick one versus the other for a project. I'd probably just stick with the Phillips, to be honest. Or one of those weird hybrid screws that's both Phillips and flathead at the same time. You screwed the panel off. Reveal what looks like a power holder. I'm going to say I need to use the strange crystal. You insert the crystal holder, and it started to pulse, indicating a smooth, irritating a smooth energy wave, and then something happened. I hate it when they don't have a prompt to continue on and just, like, melt the text away. I want to read it. Sometimes I'm going to be a little bit slow. Something can be used here. Locator magnet? Needs a keyboard. How about a tow rope? Where am I going to get a keyboard? Off the cliff? Well, there's the ID. Combine with the magnet. But I want it... No, it's clearly right there. Oh. Keyboard? There are actually 500 ship screw standards in the future. In the grim dark future, there's nothing but screw standards. Alright, well, maybe I need to go, like, loot my ship again and look for a friggin' keyboard. Like, where else am I gonna find a keyboard on a friggin' alien planet? If you saw a keyboard, you have to legally tell me, because of how slow I walk. Are you a keyboard? I check over here in case there's a keyboard that fell out of my ship. That happens sometimes in some ships. The keyboards just fall right out. I've seen a keyboard, but you have seen a keycard. Did I misread it and it says it needs a keycard? That's what I get for reading fast. At least trying to read fast. Would make sense given the journal entry saying he needs his keycard and he dropped it off a cliff. I'm not sure that my combining is working. Key card, yes, okay, I'm dumb. I mean, I know the key card's right here. How do I convince the game that I want to try to get the key card? Can I attach the rope to something? Like, a magnet, I feel like, would get this key card. It's like the size of a dinner plate. It happens. There we go. I misunderstood how the combination thing worked. Alright, we got the key card. Conveniently made of metal. One Remy Solar's Technician's ID card. Got the clearance, small photo of it. Alright, access granted, Mr. Solar. And we go in the door. Medical storage room. Okay, it needs a password. Or a badger, one or the other. This place is more like a disco. I feel like some vague, like, Duke Nukem 3D vibes with how this is kind of working. Door seems deliberately broken. Seems it would lead into a deeper level. You wonder if you could pry it open. Well, not with the items I have right now. The game is really well done. The gameplay is simple, but the actual execution is pretty solid. They tried to bring a new standard for FTL ships, specifically to use exclusively once that became a thing. It didn't gain traction, but some STL ships still use them. Oh boy. Are you an item? No, you're just a thing on the ground. That looks like an item. Present to parents at home. Life is quieter than I expected. Kind of contained in the way the walls hum softly at night, and sometimes the air feels humid, like after a good rain. The aliens mostly keep to themselves, but they're not unfriendly. Daughter loves them, as their 6 markings grow faintly when they talk among themselves. The kids say it means that they're thinking. I don't know if it's true, but I like the idea. There's a rhythm to the colony with a schedule for work cycles and meal times. There are energy surges that dim the lights for a heartbeat and then pass. They happen like once a month, nothing to worry about. The director says his colony is humanity's reach, and everyone has a different opinion about it, but it's mostly to keep it to themselves. They just can't argue that this is the only place to mine those crystals for Outworlders. Outworlds? Also the research center on them at the same time. Off I go. I'll be seeing you for the next cycle. For real. Just you wait. Bye. It wouldn't surprise me if this one finishes pretty high up there. Like, this seems relatively polished. I don't have any items. So I can't even get it to proc the "you did something stupid" message. Okay, so we're looking for a passcode or an item. Like, right now, that's literally it. That's all we can do. Yeah, something can be used here. That doesn't help me. I don't have any somethings. And I also am not entirely sure I know how to get out of this room. Is this a door? No. No, I just really wish I could move slightly faster. And that the control scheme was a little less N64-y, but I think that one's on me. Medical treatments. That seems interesting. I've tested... No. Raji Morty's medical treatments. Treated Earnix patients for nearly 3 cycles now, and I still feel like I'm guessing half the time. I know their language, but not meaning. They don't feel pain like we do. Fear looks like curiosity. Gratitude looks like nothing at all. Nothing at all. They insist they understand us, but I don't doubt that they do logically and anatomically, but what worries me is that understanding doesn't seem to change their intent. When a human understands pain, they try to avoid it. When Earnix understands pain, they simply acknowledge it. Administration asked me to sign them on to a new experimental rhetoric crystal treatments. Seems like these crystals do have a major impact on the behavior. I did. I told myself it was no different from prescribing stronger human medication. Still, something about how eagerly they agreed to those treatments unsettled me. I moved one of the spare residents out of circulation. I'm not really a protester or denying them treatment. I just want to figure out the best approach. I told myself it was a precaution. If someone needs it urgently, they'll know where I work. Same storage room near the entrances. Same door I open at the start of every shift, in case anyone needs an emergency after a walk outside. Oh, it's also in the middle of the month. Time to change the passwords. Let's see. How about the number of Earnix glowing Luminexes on their body times 1,000? So 6,000. Okay. I was wondering how the code would come in. How do I get out of this room? It's very dark in here. Are you an exit? I don't... Do I not understand the shape of this room? Yeah, I don't know if there's a projector problem. I legitimately cannot figure out where to go. The shape of this room is a little bit of a mystery to me somehow. That's a wall. Maybe... is that... stairs? The lighting is tricky to deal with. Okay, I've been to this door, to this thing. I could use something here, but I don't have any things. Something can be used here, that's great. I'm just kind of left-hand ruling my way through, hoping eventually I'll find a hole. Because legitimately, I can't see anything. Red. Am I moving? Okay, that's red. That's where they told me I could try to unjam the door. That was like right as I got inside. There has to be a door like really close by. There's probably a light I missed. It's really dark in here. Okay. As interested as I am in getting to access that crystal, I think in the interest of time, it might be time to yield. This one's really well done. I just wish I could move faster and could see shit. Let's see, actually. No option for gamma. Like, a gamma option would be really nice. An in-game gamma option. Maybe here? Oh, wait, we found it! We found a door! We found a different door. Oh, no, wait, this is... Okay, fine. We'll continue. Alright, so I think it's 6,000. There we go. Frame rate dropped a little bit there. Probably all the light sources. That's a big hunk of crystal. It's probably irradiating me. Alright, so I found a jack handle and a big old crystal. I think that's good. We successfully did the thing. I don't know where the jack is, the rest of the jack is, and I don't want to have to go find it in the dark. I'm tired of the dark room. We're going to move on. That one seemed well done, though. The cutscene and everything at the beginning were really, really well done. If this wasn't a sample kind of stream, I'd probably consider continuing on that. Check out the Untitled Racing stream. Untitled Racing Game. It's got bricks. It's got 8 of them. Start. Am I winning? If I press A, something happens. Okay, let's take a look at the message. Something's very wrong. It's possible. Oh wait, no, there's actual notes. Ideally, the game is sort of rock, paper, scissors take on a racing game where collision with your opponents wins or loses depending on new parts of your ships. And then the garage phase, you pick new parts for the next race. A decent amount of time was lost early on, but they had fun. And I could look at their design docs. Okay. The only thing that really works is I can press start to restart the race, and I can press A and... I could do this occasionally. I don't know what's going on. Like, I really do not understand what's going on. Yeah, no, I'm utterly confounded even after reading the README. That was weird. I'd say more, but that's weird. Into match colors? Alright, fine. Well, match red, then. What was the... I guess... Wait. I moved on to another one. I have blue now. I've got double yellow. I don't know if I want double yellow. I have plenty of red. Sizes, I don't really get bigger. I think that's just a perspective thing. Like I'm not convinced. Not convinced. Let me check another thing. Oh, there's a walkthrough. Huh. For the other one. Yeah, no, this seems weird. I've had enough. We got a couple more left. Wizard Critter 64. Ooh, wizards and critters. Okay. English. Or whatever the hell that is. Let's stick with English. Okay. I think my goal is to defend the thing in the middle. Yeah, clearly need to defend the thing in the middle. No clean sweeping. Despite the upgrades, I'm still doing rather poorly. This I understand! Also, I just realized I can just hold down the button. It seems to be helping. I died. Oh, but I can keep my upgrades. That never happens in these kinds of games. Take a break? What? No, I can't take a break. Well, I guess I can take a break. Why are we taking a break? Huh? Oh, this heals. Okay. I could heal the structure for 30 seconds. I'd like to heal the one that's got the big crack in it. See, I'm repairing. The repairing's happening. I repaired for 30 seconds. The repairing. I don't think I quite understand what the enemies are. Like, we have a no mask, a broom, a classic, like, cliche ghost. Yeah, the brooms seek after me, which is disconcerting. Several things will seek after me. About half of the things seek after me now. I think I'm losing. Even with the ridiculous power-ups, I think I'm losing. I do like the ridiculous power-ups. There's something to be said for having some real scaling in your power-ups. Collision detection with the shield doesn't seem very good. You know, I can't really disagree with that. Maybe it just repairs whichever one it feels like whenever I hit it. Yeah, it looks like it just repairs the hole whenever I hit it, so it doesn't matter too much, maybe. Okay, it's completely healed now, so it doesn't do it anymore. About to say that's crunchy noise. Yeah, this is a little cute little, like, kind of classic twin stick arcadey thing. Like, I'm having fun. Mostly because I can see what I'm doing. And that was the end of the game. 9,000 is good enough. Slightly less than 9,000. Lead programmer, Digi-Space Productions. Lead musician, Candied Cat. Polish translator, Big Time Goat. Why Polish, of all things? Alright, well, yeah, that was kind of cute for what it was. I enjoyed that. I don't need to play it anymore, but it was kind of cute. Alright, last one. Last one. Wrench Wrangle. Fonza. Alright. This has promise. Orfanza. Quick play. Yeah, just me. Ah,
3,
okay.
2, 1, go!
That was crunchy. Alright. It'd probably help if I knew what I was doing. Okay, I could, like, oh, okay, so I could press... It's kind of like Lemmings, I guess. Like, I want to get people to go a direction. So I plant tiles to try and take them to my place. And I'm losing, but I don't feel too bad about losing. Okay, I can't spam tiles on top of other... I can spam tiles on top of other tiles. I'm playing Lemmings. That's what this is. This is Lemmings. Okay. This, I understand. Also, I think my strategy of spamming is probably a little bit overkill at this point. But I think I'm winning. I wasn't aware of a war on Christmas, but we are winning. Hey. Nope. You get into my zone. Let him into my zone. Let him into my zone. Get these guys back to home. I feel like having a constrained number of tiles would make this game more interesting in a way. Is it 4-player? Yeah, I believe it's actually 4-player.
60 seconds left.
I mean, clearly the AI is playing 4-player. Yeah, you can have those tiles that take them directly into my zone. That's fine. I don't think the AI really knows what it's doing all that much. Hey. But yeah, I'm like playing Lemmings. It's like multiplayer Lemmings. This is actually kind of good. This has potential. I'm enjoying this. I do love when a tile is like in direct conflict and it just like goes to nowhere. So you just have these little dudes running around doing nothing.
5, 4, 3, 2.
You can have that tile, that's fine.
Finish!
I think I did okay. Not Choo Choo Rocket? Is that what Choo Choo Rocket is? I've never played Choo Choo Rocket. I think I won. Player 1 won. Do I need to play again? No, I'm good. Alright, yeah, that was pretty good. That was a good crop of games, I would say. There's an awful lot in there that are pretty solid games. If I had to guess, top one's probably that adventure game. The Alien Planet one seemed pretty well executed. The finding items in the Desert Planet one was also really well done. That had a great skybox and stuff. I don't know what I'd put as my other top 3 choice. Trying to think of what other games were in the top 3 for me there. Cat Planet. Cat Planet is in the top 3, it's true. But I don't think the Dark Souls one. Yeah, the Dark Souls one was cool. It just didn't have that much going on. I really wanted there to be a little bit more after I met the big bad guy. I really was expecting another one. Cathode? Which one was Cathode? Yeah, check really quick. Cathode. Oh, this is the one I was talking about, the Desert Planet. The one that kept... Oh, this one actually was cool, yeah, except it kept warping me into the pit. That's still such a shame, because I actually probably would have played this one to completion if it didn't keep warping me into the pit. And then crashing. But, because it's got that vaporwave feel, it looks cool, just warps me into pits. Just what a shame. Work better? Yeah, now the N64 is warmed up, maybe it'll work better. He said he had no confidence that it would actually work better. I think it's 8. It's weird that there's even a health system, because there doesn't seem to be anything other than falling out that can actually hurt you. And falling out doesn't hurt you. Oh, right, yeah. Maybe touching those spheres early hurts you. Yep, no, it's still doing that. Anyway, that was fun. Do really enjoy these game jams. I'm grateful they happen periodically. So good on the N64brew people for making it happen. Yeah. Need to find like a listing of when these things happen and put it somewhere that I know, so I can like play these when they come out. Or maybe like a Twitter, not a Twitter, Blue Sky, Twitter, Mastodon. Let's go Mastodon account that like collates these, so you know when they come out and when they're happening. That'd be nice. I don't think that's gonna happen. But I think we're done. I think that's enough N64 game jamming for today. We've seen a lot. And some interesting and some shitposty. I probably won't forget the furry one that was very silly anytime soon, just because you could do backflips and it had no meaning on what you were doing whatsoever. And then there were the ones that were actually good.